spate of work on the road, a 71-kilometer road which is supposed to link Salaga to Damongo. At first, commuters will have to drive through Damongo to Tamale before they get to Salaga. But because of the intervention of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo-led MPP government, the stretch of the road that's supposed to take about 4 hours is now going to cut down to 2.5 hours. So, I'll be engaging the Ghana Highway Authority, since this project is a government of Ghana project and that sits directly at their agency. So, let me speak to a technical officer of the Ghana Highway Authority to tell us more about this project. Thank you, sir, for joining us. This is a special production by the Ministry of Information and it's live on over 8 TV stations across the length and breadth of this country. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Please, can you tell us your full name and your designation at Ghana Highway Authority?
Okay. My name is Engineer Sefiamo Jeffy, the Acting Regional Highway Director for Savannah Region.
Okay, now, give us the full scope of this construction.
Okay, this is construction of Binjai to Fufuso Road from kilometer 0 to 35, then from kilometer 64.1 to kilometer 100. And the scope of the project is earthworks, drainage structures, pavement works, which is placing of sub base of 150 millimeters and then the base of 150 millimeters, then primer seal, and then do the road line marking and road furniture.
Okay, now before we get to the technical details of this project, what will be the adjoining towns that this road will be linking to?
Yeah, this is an important link because it is linking 3 districts. That's to begin with, it is linking the N10 at Buipe and then the Tamale Salaga Road, which is N9 and then IR4. So it is linking North Gonja, Central Gonja, and then West Gonja, whose capital is the regional capital, Savannah, Damongo.
Okay, so it means that as we speak, if someone wants to travel all the way from Damongo to Salaga, the person will not have to go through Tamale again after the completion of this project?
Yes, after the completion of this project, that is what the situation will be. But at the moment, due to budgetary constraints, the project has been packaged in 2 phases. The phase 1 is what I have just spoken about. You can bear me out that whilst I was giving the description of the project, I jumped. I said from kilometer 0 to 35, then from 64.1 to 100. So that tells you that there is a gap between kilometer 35 and then kilometer 64.1, which is 29 kilometers. It's a virgin land, and there is an obstacle there, a river called Lorito. So there is the need to actually build an 80-meter span bridge. And like I said, it is done in phases. So this is the second phase, which has been packaged and is awaiting approval.
Okay, so who is actually funding this whole project?
The government of Ghana.
Okay, so this is a fully funded project by the government?
Yes, please.
Okay, take us through. We've seen some of your drawings, some of the works going on. Let's start from this place. It says completed triple cell 2.5. Hey, this your.
You know, the 0 to 35 is far advanced. As we speak now, 34 kilometers of primer seal has been done on the 0 to 35, and then 21 kilometers of the final seal has been done.
Okay, but sorry, that 0 to 35, which communities will be benefiting from these kilometers? That's been already completed.
That's the Bunjai and then around Salaga community. They will more benefit that first 35 kilometers.
And the next phase 2 is?
Okay. The other phase, or the other part of the project is where we are now.
Okay, no, you come to this side for me. No, this side.
The other part of the project, which is the 64.1 to 100, is where we are now, which is also part of the 0 to 35. From 0 to 35. So where we are now is the 64 to 100, which is part of the 0 to 35.
Okay, so when was work actually began on this project?
It began on the 27th February 2020, and it's supposed to be completed within 42 months. That is August 25, 2023. As we speak now, exactly today, 71% of the time has elapsed, and the physical progress is 60%, and the contractor is actually on course.
So it means that within 42 calendar months, we should be able to see the full construction of Binjai to Fufoso Road.
We will be seeing from 0 to 35, and then from 64.1 to 100.
I'll be happy, and my viewers also be appreciative if at least you can tell us the town instead of the mileage.
The town, like I'm saying, the first site, which is at Bunjai site, is 35 kilometers. Then from that 35 kilometers, there is a missing link we call gap of 29 kilometers, which lands us at kilometer 64. Then from 64, we get to 100, which is here.
So kilometer 64 is what community?
It's Yape.
That's Yape.
Yes, Yape environment.
So the whole scope is for about 42 months.
Yes, excluding the gap.
Okay.
Excluding the gap.
So when are we supposed to finalize these gaps?
Oh, like I said earlier on, it's at a high stage of award. The gap is being considered for award. So I believe very soon the award will be done.
Okay, thank you very much. So I've been speaking to one of the officials of the Ghana Highway Authority who has given us the full scope of this 71-kilometer road that's straight from Binjai to Fufoso, and this is going to help the people of Yape who will be traveling all the way from Damongo to Salaga not to be going through Tamale again, because driving from Damongo to Salaga will take you about 4.5 hours, and after completion of this route we are going to see a reduction of the time limit from 4.5 hours to 2.5 hours, making the distance shorter than it used to be. So also be engaging some of the residents around here to also tell us how happy they are to see construction of work on this road, because we have been told that this is actually a virgin land. Asasia na se kalapita bia enkano eda eti ese eyasasia fe na aban edi contract abaso ebetwa enua afri so amaya dwiso. And as we showed you earlier on in our first report, utim say yedwi ekwane soa right from Fufuso junction up to this ender. There's a kwane ye no egusu etomoko, and the contractors also made me understand that even the 71 kilometers we are talking about, there's going to be an increment, because they've also realized that there are certain portions of the road that also benefit cover. So in actual fact, after completion, we are going to see more than 71 kilometers road constructed within this area. And don't forget, this is a constituency in a savannah region, one of the newly created regions in Ghana. So let me also engage some of the residents here to tell us how happy they are to see this construction. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you very much.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine, please.
And what's your name?
My name is Jimba Malik Abdul Samil.
Okay. Now tell us, how happy are you to see the construction of this road, which is about to help reduce your number of time hours traveling from Damongo to Salaga?
Oh, it's not easy to help people. So we thank God, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Dunaka Akufo-Addo, has come to the Central Gonja, Yape Kusago, to help us. Because at first, when we are about to go to Salaga, it takes us a number of hours before we get there, due to the traffic roads we meet at Tamale. But this road, it has come to help us. This time round, when the road is completed and you are going to Salaga, you have a smooth way of living. So we thank the President for the help he has brought to the Yape Kusago constituency and Central Gonja as well.
Okay, thank you very much. I also be engaging your other colleagues. Kwaku, as I'm speaking to you now, President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has just arrived at the ceremony, which will see the President addressing a large gathering here. And in fact, the rate at which people are trooping in just to listen to the President, also follow President inspect this road, is just overwhelming. Opedi bako there?
Oh, bako.
Yeah, then yamiasi.
Sumidase.
Akrani Frose?
I'm from Idrisu.
Why am I Frose?
I mean, me phone in from Idrisu.
Okay, but me say, before construction of Sa Ekwawe, how difficult Nana Eyese over say utu kwai free Damongo Edeko Salaga Senate?
Oh, hode intimate campo kyerɛ sɛ na wo freedom ango sɛ wo wani hu salagano wo be short sɛ 8 hours kwan so sɛ kwan we ba ye no ɛwɔ sɛ sɛ de wo fa damango na wo be kwa salaga wo kyɛ ya 3 hours and 2.5 hours wo be duro kwan no tia kura ma ye nti ye da nyame ase sɛ wo mfa kwan no beto ha sɛ na ye bre pa sɛ de ye da nyame ase kyerɛ sɛ na do ba ya wo ba ka sɛ wo ba ma ye sa kwan we savannah region ya ne ya ji papa kyerɛ sɛ wo ba ka sɛ nko anti na wo mu ye kwan no kyerɛ sɛ de bia na wo ba ba hwɛ kwan no kura wa ne beje kyerɛ sɛ kwan ye kwan tia ma ye wo ba kwa salga sisia na wa duro wo ba kwa nsa ankrom kura kwan no so kura sɛ o hode wo betuma kwa ba kura ba ye wa adwuma nti nduru na wa kura na wa duro nti ye danyame asese ba ye sa kwan no ma ye nti o mun guso ano mun sa ye de ye chensa ma ye kwan no de ye danyame asepa
okay let's say wanka samu sukura bra ye sha se ye adwi kwan so wafa so
ma fa so de bia me de me kwan no no
wo te he
mete ya pe haya
okay nti wo fa so koton ne ma wo salaga ne
nem tuluge side ho chama ho nyina ye fa so da
okay nti wo na wafa ekwan ne so boa ne yetimi enti asese wo nam kwan ne so kwa ehfa na contractor no adwi kwan na akwa akoduru
wo fa kwan ne so a be bia wo be kwa akoduru wo tra ayi chama kakra ho na kwan no ko ginae
okay
nti yeso ye wogidie se bia contractor no beto aso kyase se dia kwan no tie no na ka kwan no ko pie salaga nko ade a oh ye da nyame ase mpanyimfo nyame mbo mpanyimfo pa se dia omudwune ho a omudi kwan no beto ha no ye da ma ase pa
na se dia awuyenhi amanfo ebekom wa bra ombetu kwan tenten ere freedom mango akọ salaga no saa ekwan ya yetwa wa hanumi ate saa ebre no aha no nyina so de amamo
bebre ene de ye nkampo kyese saa bra ye bre no na nya asam kito masa wo be ko salaga kura adwundwan ba da wotirimu no ko a
wo akọ ye adwuma no so adwundwan abeto so no
akwan na wo be fa wo be fa ha ko pieta male afa na wo be fa ko fa tamale se wo ko salaga nye kwan kitowa sa da no de ni akwantu wonko anti mu na wo wontimi nkwanko ya adwuma bia ji da foforo
okay
da bia sa se so de wo betima atena da mango na ade ache na wo timi afa kwanwe akwa salaga akwa ya adwuma kura asa aba
na se first no na pese utu kwan free da mango ekọ salaga na se wo kwa wo boaboa ho se untimi ensa madana
dabi
esa se kwan na wa
dabi wontimi stamba
ba ise de obetimi akọ
asa aba ba ye wa adwuma
okay adwuma be na ye
oh me de me ye kuyani okay me sa ton no masoso
kuya ete sei ewo yape kusegu empotemwa
say se de ye ba ka say kuya no kura ba sa paja aka ho chese na ye men kwan na ye sa kwan no ye nyina kuya ya fom wo sa kwan na so nti wuyi wa doba ya kura wudi baba fia ya asem kwan no ba ye no ize kura amaye se wudi ka ko fa wo doba ya kura wo mbre sisi a na wa ba
okay se mumududo na amafuo no ewo salaga free salaga eba damango eti se mutu mumfudie na mud beton dodo ni nyina wo damango ba first na yenye kwan nti na edin se mo yinima no
ni nyina na ekota male side
oh okay
me fa kwan bia ni wa wo di befa isa wo di fata male sa no nti we no ba ye no oh da bia me de me kan kwan de etia kura maye nti eno nko ate na ya ne ya je ho kyerese kwanu ya kan panyin fo da bia president abasa baba nana do ba na de ya hunu subida kyerese kwan wo be ye maye ayi savannah region nko a ya da nyame ase
na to pen beda ase bebre nti kwaku pani ba kwa mote se ya de no eka se eye kuani ya ono owo nafuo ewo salaga kwantepo no eso. Now, this man has been telling us before construction of this road, it was difficult moving your goods, your farm produce from Salaga to Damango. But as a result of this construction, now it's become easy for them to move their produce from Salaga to Damongo. At first, they had to always sell their produce at Tamale, which was making it difficult for those in Damongo to also enjoy or benefit from what they also been doing in their various farms. But just as I speak to you, we now have the minister, the Savannah Regional Minister, who is welcoming the President of the Republic to this gathering. But before the arrival of the President, all chiefs and those who mattered to be here were all seated. When President just arrived, he was taking around a small tour to greet the chiefs and people of Yape Kusegu who are gathered here to witness the inspection of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. So as we speak now, you know, the regional minister has given his welcome address. He will also be engaging some other people to tell us more about what also make up of this road. Okay, so let me bring in a chief of this area to tell us. He also be a traditional ruler of this area. What he also make of the
members of the security agencies, the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am highly delighted to welcome you and your entourage to the Kusago traditional area. Asan Sam.
Salaga. So it's going to be a direct link that commuters will not have to use Damongo to Tamale before arriving at Salaga. And this road is at the eastern point of the Savannah region, and it will be adjoining the western part of the region, which also make it easy for those also traveling within and outside the Savannah region, one of the newly created regions under His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And it become part of President's promise to ensure that development reaches, especially the newly created regions, to ensure that of development. As we gave you a clear picture yesterday when the President arrived to inspect work of progress on the construction of the Savannah Regional Coordinating Council, the Minister for Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development, former General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Honorable Daniel Kwaku Boche, told us and those who had opportunity to also watch this live production that this forms part of the President's agenda to ensure that less privileged regions, especially the new ones created, will also catch up with the ones that are also developing in terms of infrastructure. So, Kwaku, let me take you straight away to listen to the welcome address of the Chief of Yape as he addressed President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his entourage who accompanied him, and some of the ministers who accompanied the President were the Minister for Information, Honorable Kojo Opo Nkrumah, Deputy Minister for Roads and Highways, Honorable Stephen Jalula, and other hosts of ministers and CEOs who matters in this road construction. So let's go straight to listen to what the Chief has to say to President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. As the President, no time, will also be addressing the gathering, and after the President will take a tour of the construction site. But before that, the President will be taken to this board at my back here to see the architectural and the pictorial evidence of what they have been talking about and what they are doing. So let's listen to the Chief.
appeal to you to ensure an extension of the Yape Rural Water Project to Kusogo while we wait for the bigger project, Your Excellency, which we are aware that pretty soon work will commence. We have seen preparations going on, and we shall know the bigger project will start. And the bigger project is the extension of water from Yape to Tamale. Your Excellency, we anticipate that pretty soon work will start. This will give potable water, good drinking water for the people of Central Gonja right up to Tamale and its metropolis. Your Excellency, it will be recalled that my predecessor, the late Jira Kosogora Suleimana Ewuntoma Kunkarga of blessed memory, on 27th of July 2020, appealed to Your Excellency when you called on him to create a new district from the present Central Gonja district. He emphasized that this will bring developments to Kusogo and Tuluwe traditional areas. Again, 11th July 2021, Your Excellency, Bipura Abdullah Jinapo II, the paramount chief of the Bipe traditional area and also vice president of the Savannah Regional House of Chiefs, appeal to you, Mr. President, for the creation of a district from the current Central Gonja. Jira Bipura said, Your Excellency, you may recall that the current Central Gonja district is very vast. And he concluded that if a new district is created out of it, it will bring about faster development and region. Mr. Chairman, Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Ghana, I also wish to add my voice to the appeals on behalf of the people of the Kusogo Tuluwe traditional area that we deserve a district. Indeed, the creation of this district will be a very huge solution, will offer a huge solution to our sustainable development efforts. It is the hope that this humble request shall receive swift action so that we can celebrate with you the commissioning of the district before the 2024 elections. Your Excellency, the contractor working on the road, this is the project, Your Excellency, you want to see for yourself today and see the progress of work. We are happy to inform you, Mr. Chairman, that we here in Yape are aware that the contractor is on site and work is ongoing. We are, however, appealing to you, Mr. President, to consider getting the Kusogo Karibanto Road done as a feeder road to link up with this Yape road. In the same way, we are appealing to you to consider giving us this honor or this privilege of opening up a very important rural community, a big rural community very close to Yape, a few kilometers from Yape, and that is Katanga. This is a very important farming and fishing village, and we think that they will also have access to this major road that is going to flow from Yape to Bunjai. Your Excellency, we believe and we trust that you will ensure these projects are worked on to link up and make the people to benefit more from the Yape to road. concern, Your Excellency, is the establishment of a second cycle institution in Yape or Kusogo. Kusogo has no second cycle institution. Kusogo has a number of junior high schools. Yape has several of them. There are some also in Sampala, in all the communities under the Kusogo traditional area. But it is sad to note, Your Excellency, that there is no single second cycle institution, no secondary school or senior high school, and no senior technical school. We are appealing to you, Mr. Chairman, to offer us a senior technical institution to be located in the Kusogo traditional area and to offer educational facility and support to the people of Kusogo, Tuluwe, and all the other communities within the Kusogo, Tuluwe traditional areas. I wish to commend the District Security Committee for their prompt response anytime we call on them for help. We do enjoy police and military patrol in the Kusogo, Tuluwe area. However, if the Kusogo police post is reopened for us, it will solve the numerous armed robbery and kidnapping cases we experience in this area. Your Excellency, we are appealing to you also to upgrade the Yape Clinic into a full-fledged health center. For us, Your Excellency, this could start as a polyclinic. We have several villages in the Kusogo traditional area which do not enjoy any electricity. Some of these include Sankumpe, Langbani, Trahanayili, Patanga, Silimboma, Bakpe, and many others. Your Excellency, there are about 17 communities which do not enjoy this facility. We are aware that there is a project that was offered, and some of the villages in the Kusogo traditional area have electricity now, but these 17 communities still do not have electricity. Work has stalled, Your Excellency, and we are appealing to you to either get the contract rewarded or to get the contractor back to site. Your Excellency, we, the people of Kusogo traditional area, cannot thank you enough. We are aware and we appreciate the good works you've been doing for us. And we wish to thank you and to remind you that these issues we have mentioned are very dear to our heart. We shall continue to count on your help, to count on your support. We know that you appreciate the people of the Kusogo traditional area, and we also appreciate you greatly. Thank you, Your Excellency. When
a PhD holder becomes a chief, that's what you expect. Thank you, Yapeura, Dr. ABT Zakaria.
So you've been watching a live coverage of a ceremony in the Savannah region to welcome President Akufo-Addo as he inspects the Fofoso Bondai Road in Kusogo. You heard the Yapeura, Dr. ABT Zakaria Bekunutu speaking a while ago, giving his address at this ceremony where President Akufo-Addo is also expected to speak to the gathering before he goes on that inspection of the Fofoso-Bondai roads. The president will be speaking shortly at this ceremony, but just to remind you that the president has been on a working tour of the Upper West and Savannah regions throughout this whole week, and here at the Ministry of Information we have been bringing you live coverage of the president's itinerary as well as his engagements on this tour, which includes the inspection of projects, specifically roads and Agenda 111 hospital projects. We've also been bringing you updates on the president's engagements with traditional leaders, as well as interviews and other activities that the president has been involved in. It is live here on this channel, produced by the Ministry of Information. It's also live on GTV, Metro TV, City TV, Adum TV, but also live on Wontumi TV, Netu TV, Wezo TV, and you are listening to us on radio on Asase Radio. On Facebook, you're watching us on the Ministry of Information Facebook page. Shortly, we'll take you back to the months where the president is just about to inspect the Fofoso-Bondai road. Remember, this is a 71-kilometer road sponsored by the government of Ghana. And as you heard from residents and opinion leaders in the area speaking to our reporters, it is a big deal for them because it connects to some major towns and is going to really help them ply their roads to their various activities in the area. And so President Akufo-Addo will shortly inspect work done so far on the Fofoso-Bondai road in the Kosogo area of the Savannah region. You're seeing on the screen shots from the location. These are live pictures from the location, and as you heard earlier, the Yapewura together with his traditional leaders are already gathered at this ceremony, waiting to hear from President Akufo-Addo as well before he goes on that inspection tour of the construction sites, which we're seeing on the screens now. A lot of construction materials already on site, so it tells us that the work is going to speed up, as the contractors earlier indicated to our reporters. Work is going to speed up on this road, and as you are maybe aware, President Akufo-Addo is already at the area. He is at this ceremony to welcome him as he prepares to inspect work done so far on the Fofoso-Bondai road, which is in Kosogo. Aman Akwesisia is still at the location, and he will be bringing us more details shortly. We'll cross over to Aman Akwesinsia, who has been speaking to residents in the area who are excited about this development. Remember that the president has been embarking on a working tour of the Upper West and Savannah regions. The president hopefully will be wrapping up that tour today in the Savannah region, where he's been from Sunday. He's actually been in the Upper West region from Sunday. He moved to the Savannah region yesterday, and the president will be wrapping up his tour of that region. We will be crossing over to Aman Akwesi-Insia shortly, but just to say a big thank you to all the stations that are carrying this production live, to GBC, to GTV. You're watching us on Metro TV, City TV, Wontumi TV, Movement TV, Wezo TV. We're also on Adum TV, as well as Metro TV, and of course on the Facebook page of the Ministry of Information. My name is Kweku Obenjo. Shortly we'll take you back to the ceremony where President Akufo-Addo is expected to be speaking on his observations so far, even before he goes on that inspection of the Fofoso-Bondai road. Our men are on the ground. They will be bringing us some more interviews. They'll be speaking to more of the inhabitants in the area, or residents in the area, as well as the officials who are directly involved in this project. That is coming up right here on this particular channel. It is our special coverage of the president's regional tours. We've been bringing you live coverage of President Akufo-Addo's tours in the Upper West region as well as the Savannah region. That coverage began on Sunday. Hopefully the president will be wrapping up his tour of the Savannah region today, and so we will be looking at work so far, the president's work so far in these regions. We'll be speaking to our reporters. They've been sharing they will be sharing their personal views with us. But right now, though, let's take you back to the podium where we are witnessing some more speeches being read even before the president speaks. As you can see, there are some more speeches before the president speaks. This is a live coverage of our coverage of the president's regional tours produced by the Ministry of Information. We're coming to you live from Accra, where we are on the ground with the president, where we're bringing you live updates as well as all the big interviews that you need to know concerning the president's tour of the Savannah region. Yesterday, the president was in the Damango area where he commissioned a very important project, which is the integrated recycling and compost plant in Damango. That facility, we're told, is going to produce about 500 direct jobs to residents in the area, and then more jobs, more indirect jobs. So 500 direct jobs and more indirect jobs in the area. So much excitement in Damango yesterday as the president commissioned that facility. Today the president is in Kosogo, where he is expecting, or he will be expecting, the Fofoso Mondai Road shortly. Well, earlier today, the president was at the Agenda 111 site at Daboya, where he inspected work there so far, together with the Regional Health Directorate projects. And as we brought to you the live feed, the president engaged with workers there and appeal to them to speed up work, because a lot of people are expecting most of these projects, to be done in a very speedy manner. So the president gave them the assurance that the government was going to do its part, but they also have to play their role in ensuring that these projects come up very fast. Right now, the president is at Kosogo, where he will shortly be inspecting the Fofoso Mondai Road. We've just been hearing from the Yapewura Dr. A.B.T. Zakaria Bikutuno, who has been speaking at this ceremony. Shortly, President Akufo-Addo will be speaking at the ceremony as well. And as you can see on your screens, more of the materials for the construction of these roads already on site, and the contractors are telling us that work will speed up. And so we will keep an eye on this and bring you more right here on this particular channel. You're watching our special coverage of the president's regional tours happening live inside the Kosogo area, where the president is currently which is the Savannah area. The Deputy Minister of Roads and Highways is currently with our man Akwesinsia, and shortly he will be speaking to Akwesinsia about what government really expects of this project and how government is hoping that this particular road will improve lives and help with a lot of engagement, a lot of movement, I should say, in the area. Akwesi, if you can hear me, and if you can, if you're ready for that interview, we can hand over to you now, Akwesi, who is ready to be speaking to the Deputy Minister for Roads and Highways. Remember, this is a special coverage of the President's regional tours. The President yesterday began a 2-day working visit in the Savannah region. Today, he is inspecting the Fofoso Mondai Road in Kosogo. And so let's cross over now to Aman Akwesinsia, who is ready to be speaking to the Deputy Minister for Roads and Highways. Akwesi, if you can hear me, take over.
Thank you very much, Kwaku. Right here with me is the Deputy Minister for Roads and Highways, Honorable Stephen Jalula. Honorable, thank you. Welcome once again for joining us.
Thank you, my brother, for having me again.
For a start, how has this tour been to you and your ministry?
As you know, the Ministry of Roads and Highways, we are working assiduously to ensure that our road network improves. So wherever Mr. President goes, we have to be around to observe and also to take notes and keep on updating our road network. So we are here. I think today is the final day of the tour of Mr. President, and we are at a site where a very critical road is being constructed. So if you ask me, so far so good.
How critical is this Binjai to Fufoso road to the government and the people of this area?
Yes, you know, Salaga is part of the central Savannah region. But today, if you are going to Salaga from Damango, where we have the regional capital, you have to travel all the way through Tamale to Salaga, which shouldn't be the case. There's a very short route from Fufuso to a junction close to Salaga, and that is what we are doing now. So this road is very critical to be able to shorten the travel time between Damango and Salaga. And I'm sure that when this road is completed, it will inure to the benefit of all the communities around this road. It's a 71-kilometer road, and we have divided it into 3 lots. The first lot and the last lot is what is being worked on. Okay, so the first lot 0 to 35 is being worked on, and we have done primer seal. We have laid all the foundations, and we have put the first bitumen on 33 kilometers of the 35. And out of this, we have also added another one, the seal Lankasa, what we call the quota. Okay. We've added the quota on 24. We've done quota on 24 kilometers of the stretch. Now it's left with the middle. There's a gap of about 29 kilometers, which is here to be awarded. And on this 29 kilometers is a big bridge which crosses the White Volta. So that is what is awaiting approval by my boss, Honorable Kwesi Amakwata. And I'm very sure that when we get back, it will be approved so that we can procure a contractor to come on the road and start work immediately, because this is very critical. The president created regions to bring development to the people, and this is an example of the development that Mr. President seeks to bring to the people of Savannah.
We know before the arrival of the president in this region, you and your minister have been doing most of the road construction in every part of this country. After visiting Savannah and this specific road, are you satisfied with the rate at which the contractor is working?
Yes, you know, we are always on the road. My boss, Kwesi Amakwata, MP Tiwawa, is myself and my other colleague deputy, and all our directors. We are always on the run, touring all parts of the country to get abreast with what is going on our roads. Now, I can tell you in confidence that we are very satisfied with what is going on. As I stated earlier on in my remarks, we have awarded ongoing projects in Savannah alone is 135, and we have already completed 22. A newly created region. Yes, indeed. Has over 100 kilometers of road under construction. Yes, indeed. We are done with 24 already, and where we are now, Yape Kusogo has 7 projects ongoing under our ministry. That tells you that we are not sleeping. Mr. President is not sleeping, because he's bent on leaving a legacy that it will take a long time for any other president to break. And that is what we are doing now. We, the Minister of Roads and Highways, we are leading the way for all other ministries. And if you ask me, I can tell you that Honorable Kwesi Amakwata is so satisfied with what is going on. And you could hear from the speeches of the eminent chief, Kusagura. Okay. And yesterday, Bipeura, the vice president of the Savannah Regional House of Chiefs, he was full of praise for Mr. President for the roads that are being done. And ironically, this is the home region of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. He was born in Damango. I was also born in Damango. But Mr. President doesn't have any lineage to Damango, nor any part of Savannah. But I can tell you that the work that Mr. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has done for the people of Savannah can never be compared to what His Excellency John Mahama did for his own region. Okay. So now, if somebody sits out and like, Akufo-Addo government is borrowing, we are not seeing anything, this can be one of the things that can be pinpointed and say that yes, this is where the many borrowings that government has been contracting is going into. Indeed, all the time I think about it. Those who complain about the debts that we have accumulated over the years, sometimes they need to come down to the rural areas and see the investments that this government has made in the rural areas. You know, we are all part of the country. Mr. President is developing the whole country comprehensively, holistically. He is not developing the cities to the neglect of the rural areas. This place we can consider as a rural area because it's a district. But then look at the amount of money. This road we are talking about is taking a whooping 283 million Ghana cedis to construct, minus the gap of 29 kilometers. This tells you that we are investing. If somebody is sitting somewhere, they should know that we are not borrowing money to buy food and meat or to spend on ourselves. We are investing in the rural Ghana.
Thank you very much. So that has been the Deputy Minister for Roads and Highways, Honorable Stephen Jalula. So Kwaku, let me hand you over to the podium as we await the speech of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
The Minister for Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development, a Member of Parliament for Okre, the Minister for Information, a Member of Parliament for Ofuasi Ayirebi, Deputy Ministers of State, District Chief Executive for the Yape Kusugu District, Third National Vice Chairperson of the ruling New Patriotic Party and the Regional Chairperson of the New Patriotic Party, the Yape Ura, and the other traditional chiefs who are gathered here, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen, I'm always very happy to be here in the Yape Kusogo district because I believe the first project that my government did when I came into office was the water project in Yape. And I'm very happy to see that today, the then Yape Ura, who had the conversation with me that brought about the water project, is now a very, very senior chief in Gonjaland as Kusogu Ura. I'm very happy about that development. And it's my intention to pay a courtesy call on him before I leave the district. As you know, Yape Ura, every year it is my practice to visit each of the 16 regions of our country so that I can see for myself the performance of government projects and initiatives in the various regions which I visit. I always say that receiving reports and seeing for your things with your own eyes are not the same. So I prefer to come out and see for myself how things are going. And in so doing, I get the opportunity also to listen to the concerns of the chiefs and people of the area, so I can adjust government programs and initiatives to take care of these concerns. I'm happy and encouraged by the embrace that you, Yape Ura, and the people of Kusogu have given to the program for planting for food and jobs. I think you have understood its purpose, and you have also seen the results of the program. And the plea that you have made for more young people to be involved in the program for planting for food and jobs has my complete support. And I would hope that many more traditional rulers will be as far-sighted as yourself to call upon their people to embrace the planting for food and jobs project. And by the same token, I welcome very much your attachment to the Green Ghana project. It's important for our future. I believe that the request that Yapeura you have made about how we can extend the Yape water project to Kusagu pending the commencement of the Tamale water project is a well-made request, and it will be something that I will be consulting with both the water company and the Minister for Water and Sanitation and Water Resources when I get back to Accra. You'll hear from me very soon about that. The other matters that you have put on the table, many of them have been responded to. The demand for a district, the Minister for Local Government has spoken eloquently about it, as indeed the Minister for Roads and Highways has responded to the request you have made about the feeder road linkage, and also the upgrading of the health centers. The Deputy Minister for Health has also responded to it. One of the things that surprises me a little bit, I have to confess, I'm here, we have to speak the truth to each other, that Yape Kusagu, since 1992, I've known two people who have been the members of parliament for Yape Kusagu. The first one was my very good friend Amadou Seydou. We met in parliament and we became friends, and that friendship has lasted up till today. When he left, the elder brother of the excellent young man who is the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources and Member of Parliament for Damango, Abujinapo, his elder brother John, then took over the MPship for Yape Kusagu. What this tells me is that the 8 elections that we have had in Ghana since 1992 have always gone to the National Democratic Congress. And yet when I come here, I hear all of these demands. It's true. It's true. The young man who for a long time was Minister of Power, 17 communities in his district still have not been connected to the electricity grid. But Yapeura, you're lucky. You have me as the President of Ghana. I'm going to do it for you. In the same way, no secondary school, no senior technical high school in the whole of the Kusagu area. I'm not here on the campaign. I'm not here on the campaign. But I think that I've said enough for you and the people of Kusagu to think about your vote in 2024. But our point of view, like the Minister for Local Government said very clearly, we are for the development of the entire space known as Ghana without discrimination. And what work we have to do to make sure all parts of our country get the requisite level of development, we will do it. One very important development that is going to take place in this area is what I'll conclude my speech with. That is the Debris Inland Port that was recently commissioned by the Vice President, which is very near Buipe. Not only is it going to be a nodal point connecting the south of Ghana by transportation, by water transportation, from the south of Ghana to the north of Ghana, but beyond the north of Ghana to the Sahel. is going to be an extremely important transportation hub based here in Yape, Kusago. And on top of it, the projection is that we're to develop 1,000 acres of land in the Kusago area as an industrial park that will feed industrial products to the Debris Inland Port. So this is the major transformation that is going to be taking place in the Kusago Yape constituency and district in the year ahead of us. I want to thank you once again very much for this warm welcome that you have given me and my entourage here in Kusago, and let to assure you that the good relations that we have established over these 5.5, nearly 6 years will continue for the rest of my presidency, and that whatever is required for me to be able to do within the means of our budget and our financial circumstances, we're going to do it to continue the progress of the Yape Kusago area. I will from here pay a courtesy call on the Kusago Ura before I leave the district. But in the meantime, I want to thank you again for this warm welcome, and I wish you the very best and God's blessing for you and your people here. May God bless you. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Yapura will be making a presentation on behalf of Kosogura. Yapura Jande Nusina Foko Koson Fasa Nkoka Kegben Fasa President Benjande Bimbamba Workmo Mana Point President.
All right, so you've been listening to President Akufo-Addo, who has been addressing a gathering at Kusago, where soon he will be inspecting the roads there, roads being constructed there, the Fofoso-Bondai Road. President Akufo-Addo will be inspecting work there. We're told is a 71-kilometer road sponsored by the government of Ghana. The president is about wrapping up his tour of the Savannah region, and we've been bringing you live coverage from Sunday, where he began his tour in the Upper West region. So it's a two-region tour, the Upper West region and the Savannah region. And the president will be wrapping up very shortly. We will be wrapping up our coverage as well, but this has been a special coverage of the president's regional tours. Just before we get to the latter part of our coverage, let's go back to Aman Akwesinsia, who is at this ceremony. He joins us live from Kusago, where the president has just finished speaking. He is moving now to inspect the Fofoso-Bondai Road. Remember, this is a 71-kilometer road sponsored by the government of Ghana. Akwesi, if you can hear me, so what is happening now? After the president has spoken, what is happening now? Just take us through.
So, Kwaku, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo just gave his speech, and the president is about to be taken around to inspect progress of work on this stretch of road, this 7-kilometer road that's going to ease pressure and also going to ease distress on the people of Damongo who have been traveling from Damongo to Salaga and have to be passing through Tamale. This time they will not be going that direction again. They have a straight connect road that will be joining them from Kusago all the way to Salaga to cut down their traveling time from about 4.5 hours to 2.5 hours. It has been a fun tour for me as a journalist. It has also given me a different perspective about when people say we are not seeing anything under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government. But before I share that, I have my colleague with me here, Wilberforce Asare of Asase Radio. Wilberforce, what there?
It is well. It is well.
With the Ghana Water Company on the extension of the Kusago Water Project to cover other communities in the district. The president also said he will initiate plans to connect 17 communities to the national grid, providing them with electricity. President Akufo-Addo also said that his government will develop a 1,000-acre of land in the district as industrial power that will feed industrial product to the Debris port, which is also in the district. So these are just some of the key points raised in President Akufo-Addo's address when he spoke a while ago at Kosogo. We're just about wrapping up our coverage, but let's bring back our guys who've been with us from Sunday to now, journalists Wilberforce Asare and Akwesi Nsia. Let me start with you, Akwesi. So you sit in Accra and do most of your journalism, but fortunately you've been on this tour with the president. In just a minute, share the experience with us.
The experience has been good, and I've now realized that there are a lot of work going down here. Probably one might be in Accra might think that nothing is happening under the able leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his Lieutenant Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia. But since we arrived at the Upper West Regional Capital, we're moving all the way to Nandom to cut another sword for the construction of dualization of Nandom town roads. Then coming back to Kalio, where President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo commissioned a 35 megawatt of solar power that is going to give electric power to the whole of Upper West region. And coming down here to one of the newly created regions, making up our regions to be 16, that Savannah region, after President inspected works of progress of the RCC and other projects going on in the region. Now we are here at Bogosu to witness the inspection of a road that will be leading from Damango all the way to Salaga. So now I have a different perspective and a different way of reasoning into the criticism of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo when it comes to the president under his leadership has done nothing for the people of Ghana.
We're currently experiencing a global crisis where a lot of countries are going through or are feeling the effect of what the global crisis has brought but what does this say about how governments are still pushing to provide developments for their people despite these hardships? Wilberforce.
Indeed, Kweku, and I can relate to exactly what you are talking about, and that's because coming here on the ground, I have been pleasantly surprised with the kind of work that is being done in our rural communities. And rural because indeed we do know that Ghana is made up of the urban areas and also the rural areas. Largely being in some of the places that we have been to during this tour in the Upper West region and in the Savannah region, we have been to the real rural areas. And I've seen for myself firsthand the kind of development activities that are going on there, comparable to what is in Kumasi or in Accra. But what it suggests to me is that there is something beyond Greater Accra region where I live and work. There is another Ghana which is outside the confines of Greater Accra region. And I have a feeling that really the people in these rural areas
that was Wilberforce Asare, but what you're watching on the screen now, our contractors taking President Akufo-Addo through work done so far and what will be happening in the coming months on the Fofoso Bondi Road. Gentlemen, stay with us. We are not done yet, but just to let our viewers know that President Akufo-Addo has been taken through some brief at the inspection joints where contractors there are giving him a brief on the work on the road, what work they are going to be doing on the Fofoso Bondi Road. Is a 71-kilometer sponsored road by the government of Ghana. And so as you're watching on your screen, President Akufo-Addo watching the board while he's receiving the brief on what work is going to be done on the road and perhaps how beneficial the road will be to commuters or users of the road, especially in the Kosogo community or the Kosogo area and communities nearby. So you're watching on your screen live pictures from Kosogo where President Akufo-Addo is inspecting the Fofoso Bondai Road. We're told this is a 71-kilometer road sponsored by the government of Ghana. A while ago, there was a ceremony to welcome the president to the area, and we had the president address the gathering where he gave assurances that his government will consult with the Ghana Water Company Limited on the extension of the Kosogo Water Project to cover other communities in the district. The president also says he will initiate plans to connect 17 communities to the national grid, providing them with electricity. He also said they will develop a 1,000 acre of land in the district as industrial power that will feed industrial product to the Debris port, which is in the district. President Akufo-Addo listening to the brief from the contractor on the Fofoso Bondai road projects, and they exchanging if you like, communication. Also, in your short, chiefs and other opinion leaders, the president's entourage who are with him, watching keenly and listening to the contractor who is giving them the brief as you watch on your screens right now. This is a special coverage of the president's regional tours. We brought you the coverage from Sunday where the president began in the Upper West region. He is wrapping up that tour of the Savannah region today, and we are bringing you the live feed from Kosogo where he is engaging contractors who are working on the Fofoso Bondai road. So in your shot is the president. You can also see the Deputy Minister of Roads and Highways in your shot. The chiefs are also there, all listening to the contractors who are giving the president assurance that work will be done and done well so that the people the area will be excited. So there you have it. President Akufo-Addo received the brief. He's done with the inspection. My colleagues and guys who have been on the ground, Akwesinsi and Wilberforce Asari, will join us back now for us to wrap up our coverage. And a bird has just whispered into my ears that Akwesi is now called Akwesi Salifu, and Wilberforce is Wilberforce Idris. That's the names they've been picked, or names that have been given to them, rounding up his store. So, to you, Akwesi Salifu and Wilberforce Idris, so what are your final comments as we wrap up our coverage?
Okay, Kweku, so from my side, I think that this tour has been revealing and it has been riveting. I have seen a lot of things that has drawn my attention to the fact that my journalism should not be just based on what is happening in the Greater Accra region, which is the capital of our country, but I should look beyond that. And again, I have also learned that there are a lot of things that are happening elsewhere in our country that if we do not send cameras there, nobody in Ghana will get to know, and our worldview will be minimal. And so I am convinced beyond reasonable doubt that this effort by the Ministry of Information must continue, no matter the constraints and the circumstances that surround it. It must continue. People must get to know what is happening in our country, and I personally would want to commend the Ministry of Information for this initiative. The authorities that be must hear us and make sure that this process receives funding and it continues, so the people of Ghana get to know exactly what is happening in their beloved motherland.
We just have some 1 minute to end, but gentlemen, thank you very much. Wilberforce Idrisu is with Asasi Radio and Akwesi Salifu is with Adom TV. They've been on the ground bringing you live updates on the President's Upper West and Savannah tours. Gentlemen, thank you so much, and I hope that you get back to Accra safely. And of course, to all those who have been involved, to our production team, we want to say a big thank you to the stations that picked every activity live, to GTV, to GBC, to Metro TV, to City TV, to Adom TV, to Netu, Wontumi TV, Movement TV, Wezo TV, MX24, we're told, also picked all the other stations in other parts of the country that picked the feed live. We want to say a big thank you to you for joining us. Do join us again on the next presidential tour. My name is Kweku Obeng Imoro. And from here in Accra, we say thank you for joining us. We'll see you on the next tour. Goodbye.
52 days to the start of the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar, and President Akufo-Addo over the weekend made a statement that many consider to be controversial when he said that the Black Stars will win the 2022 FIFA World Cup and become the first African country to achieve the biggest prize in world football. Do you think that the Black Stars, in terms of capability, can win the 2022 FIFA World Cup or not? Let me hear from you in the comment section as I interact with students from GIG. Can Ghana win the World Cup or not? Follow me on this episode of the GhanaWeb Sports Debate right here on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Joel Leshan, and when we come back, we start the conversation. A sports debate right here on GhanaWeb TV. This weekend, the President Akufo-Addo said that the Black Stars will return to Ghana after December 19th with the FIFA World Cup trophy. And he went ahead to say that Ghana might be the first African country to win the Mundial in Qatar. I have 3 gentlemen here today. We are shooting from GIG. Where do they stand as far as this statement is concerned? Some are saying that the President is trying to put pressure on the team. Others also want the Black Star players to use this statement as a motivation factor to win or perform in the Mundial. Let me start with you. Were you impressed with the performance of the team in the qualifiers?
Not at all.
You weren't impressed?
Yeah, it wasn't impressive at all. But I think if we work harder, we can still penetrate, and when maybe reaching quarterfinals or semi-finals wouldn't be bad.
All right.
Looking at our players right now.
Okay, so you do you agree with what the President said? Do you believe that we have the men, both technical and then with do we have the men to win it?
We have. Only if you are determined and you put hard work in it, we can. But if we try to be lazy, then we should forget winning the World Cup.
All right, so since you are saying that we can't win the World Cup, it means that Ghana is the strongest out of the 5 African countries going to represent the continent in Qatar.
Ghana isn't the strongest, but we are among the strongest.
Okay.
Yes, we are among the strongest. So we can still win. We can still perform better than African countries in those who are participating in the World Cup.
All right. So if we can perform than all the African countries, it means that the semi-final will be our minimum place in the World Cup.
Not so, but that's my opinion, my expectation that even if we reach semi-finals, it's okay for us.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me bring you in. Okay. Where do you think that the team will finish, considering what we have? You've seen the squad. Otuado has released. He released it this morning. A 29-man squad. All things being equal, about 80% of this team will be in Qatar. Where do you think that the team will finish? Group stage, round of 16, quarters, final, or even win it?
Well, I would say the group stages.
The group stages.
Yeah.
So we won't make it out of the group.
Yeah, I don't see it because our results in the qualifiers were impressive, but then the quality of football we play is not up to standard, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not up to standard, especially with the teams we have in our groups. We have Uruguay and then Portugal, right?
And we have South Korea.
South Korea. So maybe South Korea looks like an easy game, but even that one, I do not think it will be easy for us, especially to beat them.
So for you think that what the President said is far from?
Yes, I feel it's in good spirits, like to say that, to motivate the players. But then I don't think that he genuinely even thinks that.
But what do you think we need to change if we want to qualify out of the group?
Okay, yeah. Right now, I feel like maybe we call our players who are actually getting more playing time.
Okay.
Because right now, it looks like we are calling out people who are stars. Let's say someone like Lamptey or Odoi. They are not playing regularly. But then they call them up because they are stars. So I feel like if we do actual scouting, like proper scouting for players that are doing well and playing regularly, we can do something. And then with the training sessions and everything, so that you build team chemistry, you see. So then yeah, that's what I see. But with the squad right now, it just looks like an array of stars. But then I don't know. I don't think
All right, so he doesn't see the Black Stars making it past the group. So the statement made by the president that Ghana might be the first African country to win the World Cup. We are not going to see that in Qatar. Maybe it will happen in the subsequent editions. Let me bring you in. Do you agree with the president, or you side with your friend that the current team and the players we have won't even be enough to make it out of the group?
Yeah, so just as my colleague said, the Black Stars of Ghana will be participating in the World Cup. So to what the president said, it's just motivation for the players to give their best, taking into consideration our performances in previous tournaments. 2006, in our first appearance, we finished in the round of 16. 2010 South Africa, we went to the quarterfinals, beating Senegal's record. So I see the Black Stars of Ghana qualifying out of the group stage. At least the round of 16 to the quarterfinals would be a good result for us, because Uruguay, for instance, during the qualifiers finished out of the top 10 in qualifying before they were able to win their final 3 matches in order to qualify to the World Cup. Portugal, they did their best. Likewise, South Korea.
They went through the back door.
They went through the back door in the playoff. They nearly exited. Yes, but I think we can do our best, because taking into consideration the players we have, a certain Naki Williams who has seen it, or playing in some of the big stadia in the world week in, week out. So playing in front of 30,000, 40,000, it isn't a new thing. You have Tariq Lamptey, Thomas Tepate playing at the highest level, Gideon Mensah. These are players who are playing. So I think what the president says should be a motivation to our boys to give their best. But from my own perspective, either the round of 16 quarterfinals will be our finishing point.
All right, so it seems the president was on his own when he said that the Black Stars will return to Ghana with the World Cup trophy. Where do you stand as far as this conversation is concerned? Do you think that the team can even make it out of the group and go all the way to the final? Let me hear from you in the comment section. So this weekend, when the World Cup trophy came and then they were doing the presentation and all that, the president Akufo-Addo said that he expects Ghana to win the trophy, and he said that Ghana will be the first African country to win the trophy. What do you make of the president's statement?
I personally think that he's just putting pressure on the team, because looking at his administration, we haven't qualified to the World Cup before, and this is our first time so far as his administration is concerned, and we have qualified. So he wants us to, get to win the trophy so that he can do some propaganda against the opposition team, which is NDC. Yeah, so that's why he made that comment or that statement.
But in your estimation, is it a realistic target that Ghana will win the AFCON? Do you even think that Ghana is the strongest team among the 5 African countries going to the World Cup?
To be honest with you, I don't think Ghana will win the World Cup. Even it will only take it will be very difficult for us to even get to quarterfinals.
We don't have the personnel.
No.
So, in your estimation, where do you think that Ghana will finish in the upcoming World Cup?
Maybe round of 16. Yeah, okay.
So we can qualify from the group?
Yes.
All right. Then last one. Among the 5 African countries, which countries do you think that stand a chance of bringing the World Cup to the continent?
I would go for Senegal.
Senegal.
Yeah.
Because of the players they have, or because of the backroom staff they have?
Yes, please.
All right, please. So that's why Senegal?
Yeah, I'll go for Senegal.
So the current Black Stars team, how do you see it ahead of the Black Stars? Especially today, we've seen a 29-man squad. How do you see that?
I saw injured players like Thomas Partey and Afanejan in the squad. I was expecting the coach to call Jeffrey Shrub, because this guy, he's playing day in and day out at Crystal Palace. He's doing well. So what is wrong? What is going on between Jeffrey Shrub and the management? They should come out with an explanation. They should explain to Ghanaians why he's not part of the team. And Joseph Pinto also, he's not part of the team. Yeah. I think this guy, they deserve a call-up, and they should be part of the team.
All right, so he needs an explanation on why Joseph Pinto and Jeffrey Schlupp at Crystal Palace are not part of the current Black Stars team. Let me also hear from you in the comment section. President Akufo-Addo said that we are going to win the World Cup. Where do you stand as far as this statement is concerned? So the president over the weekend said that the Black Stars are going to win the FIFA World Cup. What do you make of this statement from Nanado?
I think in some way, somehow I agree with him, but it will take hard work to win the World Cup come 2022 because we'll be playing against some of the best in the game. Taking a look at our group, we have Portugal, Uruguay and South Korea. These are teams who have tasted the World Cup over the years. So in some way, somehow the president has said this part, but if you're able to put in hard work, we'll end up winning the trophy because without hard work, you won't get the result that's you.
All right, so in your own estimation, you think that we have the men, but it's just hard work we will need to add in the tournament to win it?
Oh yeah, right about now, you can talk of the likes of Inaki Williams, Anton Semenyo and others who were named in the squad today for the friendly. So I think we have the men, but to take a tactical decision from the coach, understanding the players on the field of play, and also coming out with a tactical plan against our opponents.
So you support the call. You don't think that the president is putting pressure on the team ahead of the World Cup?
No, this should be a form of motivation for them to give their best on the world stage, because the president is motivating them in some way to go all out to win the World Cup. Despite it being a difficult task, I think if we are able to put our house in order, we can bring the cup home.
All right, so he's telling the Black Stars players to use the statement from President Akufo-Addo as a motivation and not because he's trying to put pressure on them ahead of the team. I have another gentleman here. He's wearing a Madrid jersey. Were you impressed with the Black Stars throughout the FIFA World Cup qualifiers?
Yes, I would say that I was impressed because the match they had at the Kumasi Sports Stadium, they did very well. And going back to Lagos to do the same thing there, I was impressed. And with this new lineup I saw, I was impressed. The likes of Tariq Lamptey playing for the first time, and Inaki Williams and Salisu who plays for Southampton. These players are great players that I think that with their influence or with their impact, the Black Stars can make something good. I won't say that we are going for the cup as a whole, but I say that with these players, they are experienced players who have played in Europe, and with that enough experience, I think they can also contribute to Black Stars to maybe be at go ahead than what we had in 2010 as the best performance we had in those years.
All right, so the president said that we are going to win the trophy in Qatar. And also, if there is any African country who can win the World Cup, it will be the Black Stars. Among the 5 African countries who will be representing the continent in Qatar, do you think that Ghana is the strongest team?
Everybody believes in themselves, and I think what the president said is everybody going for war needs some words of encouragement, that everybody is not going for going sake, but rather he wanted to go and come out with something. And with these teams, Senegal, what do you call it? Morocco and other teams, everybody has the motive of winning the World Cup. And with the strength, I can't judge by now, but I would say the D-Day will show. Maybe we are going to have an assumption or a perception that Morocco performed than Ghana, or they are having more potential players, but we don't know what is going to happen. So with I would say Ghana is the best among all.
All right, so in your own estimation, where do you think that the Black Stars will get to which stage in the World Cup? Group stage, round of 16, quarter-final, semi-final, final, or win the trophy?
It is possible. Everything is possible. I believe in possibility. So I think even final is possible for us. If we get our tactics well, we know how to communicate to the players. And as this new recruit, and with this Efriye Banye, I left him out. He's the only local player coming to join the Black Star. And with this, with the Black Galaxy, what he did over the past weekend, he's massive. This guy have some creative, and I think with his own skills towards the Black Stars, he can also contribute better, and we can also bring the cup back home as well.
All right, so I like his confidence because all he needs is 1% chance and 99% ability and how we can fight in a tournament. But he's not ruling out a place in the final for the Black Stars. Where do you stand as far as this statement from the president is concerned? Let me hear from you in the comment section. The president said that Ghana will win the World Cup. Do you agree with his statement, or do you believe that the Stars can achieve that?
Oh well, even though we have quite a good team, I don't think we'll be able to win the World Cup. He's just talking. Every president will say that if the World Cups comes to his country, every president will expect the national team to fight to win. But as for winning, I hardly doubt we can win this World Cup. Even to qualify, there's a huge question mark, but let's see what they'll do.
All right, so if you are ruling out the Stars winning the trophy, realistically, where do you think that we will finish at the end of the tournament?
Well, knowing the Ghana team very well, realistically, we might be able to leave the group stage. That is, if things go on well. That is during the camp and on field when they are playing. But knowing this Ghana team very well, anything can happen at any time. We might, let's say, win 2 matches, and maybe the 3rd match where we are supposed to win, we might lose. But if things don't go well, and also there are new players coming into the squad, gelling players together, it's I would say it's a difficulty, because if you've not played with certain players for a while, you will not know how they like certain things. So I don't think Ghana will be going anywhere, maybe a part of the group stage. They can have some maybe revenge match against Uruguay, but as for qualifying, I have my doubts about it.
So we are wrapping everything up on this week's episode of the Sports Debate right here on GhanaWeb TV. President Akufo-Addo said we are going to win the trophy, and the Black Stars will be the first African team to win the Mundial. Where do you stand? Do you think that it is a realistic target for the team ahead of the tournament? I've already spoken to a lot of young guys on this week's episode of the show. Majority of them are saying that it is just a political talk, and the best the Black Stars can do is to qualify out of the group. I have my last guest on the show. Let's find out what he also thinks about this statement. You heard the president said we are going to win it, and we'll be the first African country to win it. Yeah. Where do you stand as far as the statement is concerned?
Okay, so with this, looking at the squad, the coach, the technical team, it might be possible, but then it's not entire. It's very difficult for the Black Stars to bring back
the trophy.
Yeah, so we will get to the quarterfinals.
The quarterfinals.
Yes, semi-finals. It's, let's say, 40%, 60. 40% you will get there, 60% you won't get there.
So that's quarterfinal for you.
Yeah.
All right. So it is quarterfinals for him as far as the 2022 FIFA World Cup is concerned. Where do you stand? Let me hear from you in the comment section on this episode of the GhanaWeb Sports Debate right here on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Joel Leshen, and it has been another exciting episode with you. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, share, and then the most important thing is to drop your comments in the session after watching the video.
Great and strong. I thank you for your attention.
His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Bre, Yabafre, Ore Sadiq, na Wabamahen, Muslim closing prayer area. Oman pain and painful. Oh, we are one national interfere na Ericona Akoshe Jumazin.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Malik Yawm Ad-Din Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim wa siratal ladzina an'amta 'alayhim ghayril maghdubi 'alayhim waladdallin.
Alright, so you're watching a live coverage of the President's tour of the Central Region. The President soon will be commissioning a 1D1F lubricant factory. This is a factory known as the RICPAC Manufacturing Company Limited, and they are dealers or manufacturers of automobile lubricants for cars and other automobile, if you like, products. So that is what the factory will be dealing in, and President Akufo-Addo will shortly be commissioning this factory under the government's 1D1F. Earlier, we heard from the Trade Minister, Alan Kojo-Kyerematen. The President also spoke not long ago. What we understand is that the President is now moving into the facility and will formally commission this 1D1F lubricant factory. So this is the second commissioning, because earlier the President commissioned another 1D1F factory, which is the gas cylinder factory, also in Chochoi in the Ewutu Senya West constituency. Let's now cross over to Samiri Afi, who is live at the event grounds as President Akufo-Addo and his entourage move into the facility to formally commission the factory. Sami, if you can hear me, Take us through what is happening right now. All right, Samiri.
So the President has officially commissioned this particular factory, the RICPAC Manufacturing Company. They do seahorse lubricants here in Ghana. They are produced locally here in Ghana. Engine oil, brake fluid, compressor oil, gear oil, anything oil as far as the vehicle is concerned. Now the President has officially commissioned this particular factory, which falls or is under the 1D1F initiative. Now behind me you can see the President and his entourage officially cutting the tape to indicate that the company or the factory has officially been commissioned. Now that has been done. The President is going in there to go and inspect and look at the machines or the plants that is used in manufacturing these oils or these lubricants for various vehicles on the Ghanaian market. So if you can see behind me, the President has entered the factory, going to inspect the machines, equipment that is used in the manufacturing or manufacture of these lubricants for the market. Officials are here. The Trade Minister, Alan Kyerematen, you know, this falls under his ministry. He's been here. He spoke at this commission. The company managing director also spoke and told us that they have the capacity to produce over 90,000 liters of oil per annum. And so this is a big factory for them, which falls under the 1D1F initiative. So in there you have the President and his entourage inspecting and interacting with managers of the company and getting to know one or two things as far as the company is concerned, and also getting to know how they operate here in Ghana. As you're aware, this particular company has been certified by the Ghana Standard Authority. The MD mentioned that this company has been certified by the Ghana Standard Authority, and so everything they produce here is of the topmost quality. It has passed the test according to the Ghana Standard Authority, and it can be used on the Ghanaian market. So that is the situation here at Gomwa in the Central Region, part of the President's tour of the Central Region. In a while we'll be speaking to again some officials of the company and also some government officials. We're trying to speak to Mr. Alan Kyerematen, the Minister of Trade and Industry, to find out from him what he makes of this particular company coming to Fusion. Now, he has supervised quite a number of companies under this particular initiative of the 1D1F. He has supervised quite a number of companies. We will try and speak to him how these companies are doing, how many in total so far, and those who are yet to come up, how many of these companies are yet to come up, and what is the support government is giving to these companies which fall under the 1D1F initiative. So we'll be speaking to officials of the company and then try and see if you can speak to Mr. Alan Kyerematen. We'll also speak to residents of this particular community, how this particular company coming here is going to help them as residents of the area. In terms of job, in terms of employment, before the official event started, we engaged some of them, and especially the company officials. They told us that so far over 100 people have been employed within the catchment area, within the Gomwa area. Over 100 people have so far been employed since the particular company was set up. So they believe that it has come at the right time. It has come at a time when issues of unemployment has become very, very debatable in the Ghanaian political space. And if this company is able to employ over 100 people within the Gomwa area, then the company is hoping that when it expands and establishes more branches across the country, it's going to employ more and more local people, which will help bridge the unemployment gap within this particular country. So that is the situation here in Gomwa, in the central region. We are still trying to speak to officials of the company and officials of the trade ministry, especially Mr. Alan Tramantin, on this company, how it's worked so far, and the benefit is going to come for residents here and the people here in Gomwa. So as you can see at the background, the president is still having interaction with officials of the company and also officials of the trade and industry union. So we'll try and speak to some of these officials and then get first-hand information as far as the operations of this particular company is concerned. So that's it. Now the president is done with the inspection. He's in a short while coming out of the factory. We'll try and see if we can get a word from the trade minister, Mr. Alan Tramantin, and maybe the member of parliament, perhaps for the area. As you can see, the president in the shot there. President in the shot there. President in the shot there. So the president speaking to Mr. Alan Tramantin, interacting about this whole factory. We'll try and speak to the company on this whole factory. We'll try and speak to an official of the company. Excuse me, sir. How will we speak to you? Are you part of the officials of this company? Well, we'll speak to some of the officials of this company and get to know more and more about this company, and we'll also try and speak to residents of this company. The company name is Pat Manufacturing Company Limited. They produce seahorse lubricants, gearbox oil, engine oil, compressor oil, ATF, and anything that has to do with vehicle. Now that is the main focus of the company. That's exactly what they do as far as this company is concerned, and they run under the 1B1F initiative. I'm doing it with my colleague Akwesi, who's helping me run this particular of this. Let me speak to the residents of Gomwa. What this company coming into this company woman of an saying. I am you. Never saying. But your friend a jedu. Not walk from me. You walk from me. I go work with you. And you to Akamai. Company or Messi, why at the same moment. Oh, Yamiadum, Yadinamin Edinasi, Edikan. About boy, baby. Sanse, Ubia present to Mamla. It will ban. But Mama, then you to our area, and Yadumare. Oma Abwa, Ma, you may be a new for Sasiaba. Yadimias pass it, a Moe Abba, above one. Where under 1D1F? 1D1F, no one is saying. Oh, Aya, obey 1D1F by Abwagumwa. Sunday, Goma for China. Gomwa, Sassia Metmacase. Sassia Recase, area here, Mecasa equity. You would too.
sesi anu nyame adom anye kura na se ba ko bia mpo fa nyipa ba se 50 kura yinim se nyipa ba se 100 etuma nya adwuma yere aye won't mean bo obra basa abwa bebre abwa.
Okay, thank you very much. So just had a resident from Gomwa here. So Kweku, this is a story here in Gomwa. The president has just commissioned the Ripart Manufacturing Company Limited. It produces lubricants and is under the 1D1F initiative. So that is the story here in Gomwa. Kweku.
All right, thank you very much, Samir. We have been live from Gomwa Fete, where President Akufo-Addo has just commissioned the 1D1F lubricant factory known as the Ripart the Ripart Company Limited. They are producers of automobile products, and as you did see on your screens, President Akufo-Addo has just commissioned that factory, which we're told will create jobs and will also bring some commercial activity in the area. If you've just joined us, you're watching our live coverage of the President's regional tours. The President is in the central region on day one of his two-day working tour, and the President will be inspecting an Agenda 111 hospital project later on this afternoon. We will be bringing you live coverage of that as well as part of our coverage of the President's regional tours. Remember, this is a Ministry of Information Production, and we're also live on a number of media platforms. We're live on GTV, City TV, Metro TV, Adum TV, Netu TV, Wuntumi TV, Movement TV, Wezo TV, and you're listening to us live on radio on Asase Radio. You're also watching us live on the Ministry of Information Facebook page. We are not done yet because we will be in Gomwa Afranse, where President Akufo-Addo will be inspecting the Agenda 111 hospital projects there shortly. Do stay with us. There's more here on our live coverage production.
To Kigali. This is Rwanda, which is properly called the Land of Thousand Hills. It is located in East Africa, officially called the Republic of Rwanda. It's a landlocked country and it's home for its rare mountain gorillas. In this vlog, I'll be sharing you my first impression about Rwanda. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. I was invited to explore Rwanda from the Rwandan Development Board, and I can't wait to share all my experiences here in Rwanda. I hope you enjoy this vlog. I'm heading to the airport. I'm super excited. You know how I get super excited when it's about travel. So I'm just entering the airport now. This is how it looks like. And so guys, I have finally checked in, and this is how I look. I'm visiting my 13th country. Did you guys know there's a prayer room? This is how it looks like. This is my first time observing that there's a prayer room here at the Kotoka International Airport, so I decided to stop by to see how the place looks like. This is available for Christians and other religions. There's also a Bible available for you to just read, and Christian books. There's also one for Muslims and people who pray with mats. I didn't get the window seat, number one. Number two, I'm in the middle, and this is my view from here. So I just told the air hostess that I'm hoping that somebody decides to change their seats so that I can opt for that. So yeah, this is how it looks like. The airport is really full today. There's literally no seats here. Go to my gate. And I just realized that I got here right in time. I think if I was like 5 minutes late, I would have missed my flight because they delayed me at the immigration side. So yeah, I'm about to board. This is how it looks like from here. So I'll catch you guys when I get there. It's funny, but when you're filming in the airport, everybody seems to be looking at you. But yeah. It's currently after 1 a.m. and I am in Kigali. I am Kigali. It's my first time here in Kigali. This is a good welcome. The weather hasn't really been cold like I thought, because the last time I passed through Ethiopia it was so cold, but today it's okay. Like I took a cardigan and I didn't wear the cardigan the entire flight, and it's wow. I'm so happy. I can't wait to explore Rwanda. I can't wait to see Kigali. If I had come on a Thursday, I would have come with Rwanda Air, but then I came on a Saturday. So yeah, let's go. This is how their international arrivals look like. Picked up by two gentlemen, and yeah, say hi. Hi. Yeah, and my first impression about the airport is it's clean. Mwah! The airport is really clean. Wow, I'm really impressed. So we are about to go to the hotel. I'll catch you guys when I settle down. I love you all. So guys, this brings us to the end of this vlog. I just arrived at my hotel. It is called the Serena Hotel. The plan was to come here on Thursday with the team, but I had other arrangements in Accra, so I'm joining them on the Saturday. But since it's 2 a.m. now, it's the Sunday, so I can't wait to meet the team. So I'm going to town. I'm going to meet my friend. Speak English. He had a recording here and we spoke to him, so he brought it and then he's charging us 2,000.
Why are you putting me in a video?
Asante.
This is Murakoze, no?
Murakoze.
Yeah, that's thank you. Murakoze channel.
Murakoze what?
Murakoze channel.
Okay.
That's thank you very much.
So guys, meet my friend Senna. Hey. Good to see you.
Good to see you. You're looking good. The system here looks very effective. And then one thing I've noticed from the people here, any government office you go to, like immigration, any office, any government office, like you go to, they are legit trying to help. If you go and someone doesn't have an answer for you, he'll call someone for you.
Oh,
like,
right.
It's not like they are really helping you. Like anything you need, you can get it in one day. You can register business in one day here. I'm told you can buy a land and get the papers the same day.
The same day. Oh wow. Behind me is the Kigali Convention Center. It's a very popular place here. And so, I mean, when you come to Kigali, come and take a picture here. I came here with Senna and we are going to be exploring Kigali on a motorbike, because motorbikes are taxi here. mentioned that they don't fly drones here. Is it illegal?
No, it's not. It's regulated, so there are a few drone companies you can use.
Okay.
And you need a drone license, but before you can get a drone permit from here, you have to be one Rwandan citizen or have work permit here, and then you have your drone license.
Is it expensive?
Yeah, drone licenses are expensive. To get it here, it's about $1,500.
I think it's just like Kenya. When I went to Kenya too, they told me the same thing. So I think it can be an East African thing. This is the electric car charging station. Oh. So as you can see, somebody's charging his electric car. And the place is so clean. The place is so clean. So we're going to enter the convention center, but then they are doing some works at the top there, so it's closed, but there's a lounge down there. So yeah, this is how beautiful. This is Radisson Blue Hotel. This is from the back. I showed you all earlier from the front. So yeah, the place is really beautiful, and it's an Instagrammable place to come and take your pictures. What's really? Change $100 here. Good evening. How are you? How much is $100?
100
So this is how their currency looks like. Okay, so this is how much I am receiving. So we are currently going to where we can take a picture at the I Love Kigali.
So this is, they call here town. This is like this UTC, but this is like town, like the central business district. Yes, all the head offices and everything is here. And yeah.
We wanted to use the city bike to the top there, but there seems to be no one here. So we have to walk by ourselves. How much is it?
It's let's say like 100 francs. That's $0.1 for 1 hour.
Oh, okay. This is the Kigali sign. I'm here to take the picture. I'm going to wait till all of them leave. Yeah. Everybody is around, chilling. And one thing I have noticed is there are seats at every vantage point. People, there's free Wi-Fi at every given point, so people are just sitting there enjoying Wi-Fi. I think it's good. And look at the mountain ahead. There's a mountain in front. So yeah, it's beautiful out here. A lot of people are. Some people are doing music videos. Others are taking pictures. So guys, this brings us to the end of this. Senna, where are you running to? So with the help of Senna, I was able to explore. We've been walking for past 20 minutes because it's like, oh, we are just here to my hotel. This is my hotel, Serena Hotel. Everyone should say thank you to Senna.
Bye bye. It's okay, don't need to.
Now the only thing that is left, we need to find Senna.
Say hi to you. Come on.
Say hi. How are you? You are using a city bike?
Yeah, this was the city bike. It's an amazing thing, you know.
How much did it cost you?
100, no, 200 per hour.
Per hour?
Yeah, very affordable. Yeah.
Very affordable. Yeah. As I was saying, it's left with one more thing. We need to find Senna a Rwandan girlfriend or wife, right? So that he automatically stays here and don't go back again. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this short tour with us. Thanks to Senna, I'm back to my hotel. I'm going to take you on an experience tomorrow. Senna, let's blow them kisses. Mwah.
Oh my God! You should be fear breakman. Car we know for any power breakman. Car elodio nipa no essay. Oh, it's ye almost we. Yeah, papa, you're funny, but it's not for me. Car we don't for nipa no buy. Massa, I'm saying, yeah, the car no way. Tell me, say, we feel break and answer order. The speed orders are ready. It is that way no, and it's kind of boom, pushing. It's not to say, do have every pavement. No, car way there. A few minutes, 10 but to her. And I said about private cars with women first. Anyway, 10 years after from red, and I read in the picture. Other ones than in I had a 10. No, believe in all do all party, but I haven't even our first year. That is, this is 7. But Saturday, trot on now, and you can over precious. But when we get that's in assessment, by when we are over precious. And I say, oh, some woman don't tell maybe a passenger, no one else come home. The joke is every woman's are coming across the boy again. By a resident. Yeah, Uncle, Tiamadum, Tiabanasana made me see. The car will try to be about first. Maybe na boy no kwando no tu ase sa airbag go sere rebe no and no tu be penti me force say on force gate ti una be this speed ba we su say ti woman bi na on the woman ene no kunu ene ne ba na be ka twi woman to abonti asa me twe ne ba ene no kunu asa na girl no so we press serious so woman kwanta ma hwa de be si ye ye twi ni pa 4 press woman ba ku say on yes in the head on a mutam she taxi no we don't think we for the air chief you if I was in a bar then one is a tip of your Philip breaker or be clear fire in our so check out we are Memecan is so coming straight or not before or before me middle emperor I can't find it if I win or the be clear fire so my nipper will be and I pay because if I'm going to be sure no, the difference, you know, yeah, why? Baby, so prepare every crowd for video of animal panel. Bring about 6, 7 there. 2 be on the womb, because 2 be the number of
For 46 years, SWAG has honored deserving sportsmen and sportswomen, officials and other organizations who through their efforts at the national and international levels bring honor and glory to Mother Ghana and themselves. Ideally, this should be an entire nation's responsibility, but that has not happened, and SWAG has taken up that Herculean but important task. Sustaining the quality of the awards in this organization to remain the longest running awards ceremony has not been easy, but each year, through the benevolence of our sponsors and supporters, Ghana deserving sportsmen and sportswomen are given the needed honor and recognition to motivate them to do more and also to encourage others to strive to achieve success in their endeavors. The fact is, each year, the cost of organizing this important event keeps rising, and whatever we're able to raise from our sponsors only takes care of the year's event. Thus, it has become imperative for SWAG on each year go through the ritual of soliciting for more support to celebrate our sports heroes and heroines. For the past 5 editions, SWAG has done well to hold the ceremony in December. But this year, the event will be shifted to January to make room for the 2022 World Cup, which Ghana's Black Stars have qualified to participate in Qatar. Also last year, the SWAG Journalist of the Year Award was launched with the first award presented. This is an award exclusive to only SWAG members who within the year under consideration meet all the criteria set by the committee and agreed upon by the body. Hopefully, this year nominations will open after the process. A winner would be declared and honored. It is for this reason that in the coming days, we will be reaching out to businesses and organizations to yet again support us to carry out this important national assignment. It is said in our local parlance that the Paetonio, to wit, quality attracts patronage. I'm thrilled to announce that the quality of the event, the gap the SWAG Awards fills in the national agenda has attracted the attention of Adamus Mining Resources, a wholly Ghanaian mining company, to come on board as co-headline sponsors. In the coming days, the details of this new relationship will be made public, but we would like to express our appreciation to Adamus for this great trust and confidence reposed in SWAG. Importantly, I will, on behalf of the association, like to thank our first major sponsor, MTN, for understanding the need for us to bring in a second partner to help us maintain the high standards and quality of the awards in the phase of soaring costs to do that. This year has been a very busy sporting year, and thankfully, many of our sportsmen and sportswomen have good accounts of themselves in the various competitions, deserving of SWAG recognition. That also means adding up to the bill. For the 47 awards, SWAG intends to honor 25 individual awards, 10 special awards, as well as the President's Special Award. On this note, I'd like to appeal to our partners to lend a helping hand, as they have always done, and we're also looking forward to getting more supporters on board, no matter the quantum of support. For like the old adage, little drops of water makes the mighty ocean. With the support we're able to garner, we can befittingly honor our heroes and heroines. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on that note, let me declare the 47 SWAG Awards ceremony duly launched.
In the music industry, a lot of people love to keep their relationship very private, personal life out of it. Let's do music. Was this if you ever make a relationship public?
Hey, it's been 7 years you guys have known me. You guys should know the answer now.
sometimes it might be that
it's a short.
there.
Well, I mean, no, I'm not the type of person that actually wants that side of my life to be out there. I feel like it's enough. What you guys have is okay. I mean, I have to protect something. You know, I have to protect my family, whoever is in my life, whoever is involved with me. I feel like that person needs to be safe, because in this part of this world, there's nothing safe here for him. So I'd rather keep him wherever he is, under the rag, under the sheets. Baby, we're good.
Ever open to dating maybe a colleague in the industry?
Oh no, I'm not sure.
That's not your type.
I'm not too sure, but I'm not sure anybody in the industry.
But what's your type? If I say, I know you got
have a type. I don't have a type.
Sister,
only the type I have is, baby, you have to come looking okay. Presentable. You need to be able to speak good English. You know, I'm taking you around the world, so yeah.
Someone to compliment you.
Of course.
That's not too
and
much
also
to
you have to come in, you know, fully loaded. I mean, this girl is not going to take care of herself.
Younger children cannot go to school because the road is too far. From Pepawasi to Kofuko is about 6 kilometers, and the children can't go because they are still young. So we are appealing to government or any NGO to come and assist us with a school building, especially starting from the crèche and the kindergarten, to help the young ones for them to go to school.
The distance from this village to Abofua is very long, and children of 3 years or below, they can't walk to school. So those under the just say 7 years downwards, they can't walk to school. So you have to wait. If your child is 8 years and above, then they can go to school at Abofua. What we are saying that the government should help us. We can get a school in this community so that the young children that are growing can go to school.
How dear baby, Sanse, baby, I away. Quite was saying, Koran, be free have before school. Now, more free have a corner. I'm a quack drew her crown, Binuma late, Binumtin Nanti. A teacher for so, Merawa was a while later, I bet you. And to a man can be could do who we are, now for the aquaria or Bedufia. Ariachi uncle, I said, Madame Mintinko. Otinko she be, who need be, ever quanoso. No, sir. Be any quani a contemporary muar. And Tabasa, Nancolano, almost to sell Mako. Yeah, now for an and yet me for so oh, cock in the school here. May say men call school that, but Mamu's a school here. To tell Biana may hear in Corano, say Munko, Miss Restaurant, Obono Socorano was saying, into a crocro near the crocron Corano. Until near me made a crank, I say, ever say ever to Abba, my catcher as a mean to Abba, man, whose school have meant to Abba.
How dare you won't be brave? And I'm a castle to Nafi and Unica cry. We any day I want you then. Uncle, na school Baha. What the no quani manimia, Nanika school now. So, Quana Nima, but 4 crowd and anti Alco, na school near into what Nafi and Unia. Nekon head the Yaman. Into your how pie or prepare was here. Into any problem, or Mudum Yama school now. Ha. Binim say, yes, we have a quiet name.
Corano. Oh, Yako, like it one, I say, questions is school. I say, Nano say, Quano warranty. A quadratic to one, untiminate, and 3 pepper was it. And co Bofuku. Uma Munis in Yano was no a pepper was a free pepper was a Bofuku, Quano worry. Into a quadratic one to me nothing. It a basan and Quadano every into school. Omuso Mutimi. Eya yikakra omuko du keji wa mikeji eya still nothing eya na hatching eniti ena enye school no ha se ka enye school no ha e ben de ya nkwara nyina betimi akọ school eniti na yesre aban se omboaye na untimi school e wa hamaye
munya se munu aduan munu amaduan
Somewhere last month, the Ayawaso North Municipal Assembly served notice to residents of the Mamobi Kwao Lane to evict. The 21-day ultimatum given the residents expires in about 3 days' time. Ahead of that, the residents are racing behind time to evacuate. The eviction is to pave way for the demolition of the entire stretch of land for a government project. GhanaWeb TV is here in the neighborhood today to speak to some of the affected residents on how they are preparing ahead of the final day and the eviction.
Abanti yesro see ye betimi atra wa omo maye ko si 28 e bia Sunday no na edu yeso no omo abebubu mpofri nti ye park so see yes sister bi na maye baby say ye park ne ma ne mbegu for the meantime nti e kire ni so mbe maye sika bi ana so mbe maye mra na ya Sunday ababak enim say aban asase nti e wo mu aye omo beka say omo be tutu by emba critical say yeah, that's one. Double 6,000. Double 6,000. And I have said, so your MPP, a strong go. Oh, me grab me to you.
Yes, I buy say, but assassinate the identity to Manson. If you buy to Manson, we are sending you. Oh, my break a crack. Never found one and free. In the country, I say, as I never found money yet, also a pedabby. Yes, I have. No moon, yes, sir, need you. Okay. Oh, my break a crack. Now, you found and you one. I buy any freedom free will be a freedom free will be a say. So I watch and see it. Okay. Putting on free will be anti any woman. You say, 2 years ago, down in case I could have done for us, can go ahead anyway. The demand what you who was in a mention many day. You won't damage many day. You can't find a cotton money. And the meeting to the man, so mom does say that. Yes, I'm my offense. But on one who said, Sebi, we need to say any, I should put so on any part of the Oyonkoda and all that.
Oh, I'm only 21 days.
21 days,
this is Sunday. They say, say, O Monday, Danny be back home. Some fan can we enter if you will be uncarried. No, you call demonstration. Yene, very assembly man and name for you could draw a blast spot. Yes, one major letter, no problem. So, and the police phone a day, assembly man is sick, and no more than a quarter on fat. Letter on come out. They say you knew money or more.
Pay. The eviction has affected a lot of people, not just people who call this place a home, but others who look to this place as their place of livelihood. I speak to a trader who has been affected. Of course, she wants to speak to us on the condition of anonymity.
How? Yedayena. Yeti. Omo mupula. Ewo ewa. And he is about Quabatic, come a black cacada, young family, and Quani, and Quabito deck a proper concept or much or not much review. So, Nanko being assumed, you see Uncle Corabuya and Murobuya and Qualawa. I moved to you. I hear they say, yeah, quite. And never be the good way. Never alone, I said, imagine a maton. Lawyer Macoja between a moody and moody. Yeah, they're fine. And the lawyer, they're fine. And I buy a bank about Begumenza. I buy off a bank about Begumenza. And I am being as long as I said, how be. As I'm there at it here, pa. They die and they would papa imagine. They would cry for Ed Yankasa, Ed Ding, Ed Yankasa. Eden. No, I'm catch a bass up on the chowa. Oh, no, my emre. Near for packing Manubia on my break a cranny.
So, contrary to the claims of the residents, officials here at the Ayawaso North Municipal Assembly informs us that they started serving them notice as far back as 2019, and they believe that on Sunday when they move in, the exercise will be successful. They believe that this is not just necessary to afford the assembly the opportunity to have a permanent office, but to also put up structures that will help boost the local economy. For GhanaWeb TV, George AEC.
Concerning the state of the Kwaku boys, we are much aware that the state is in a deplorable one, and steps have been taken. We went to the MC's office. He made a promise to, one way or the other, take care of the school. But per the president's announcement during the 6th March, I think it was a welcome message, and we all adore that message. But 6 months ahead of the 6th March, the problem still exists, and we are looking forward for the government to come and take care of his message. Like, we still have the same problem that we are facing, and the children are also in the school. The rain is also blowing in a high pace, so we want the government to, like what he said, to come and step in and take care of the situation, because we don't want anything bad to happen. We are much aware that by the end of September or so, the children will be coming back to school. We don't want to see the similar situation that we saw the last time, that we had some part of the chips broke into the children's head. We don't want to see that situation. The next time it might happen, it will be a different thing altogether. So we wish that the government will still step in, and I am also appealing to the general public, the regional minister, those who are supposed to push this agenda, for the government to step in, as what he said, that they should be proactive and they should work as quick as possible, because this is not just a problem for my electoral area, but it's a problem for Cape Coast. As you know, this school is the first school in West Africa. It has an historic background, and we need to protect that. So I am appealing to the government that it should come to our aid and support us.
In this week's edition of Bistek, the celebrity painter shares his journey to success and how he was able to achieve great feats. Bright Hojo is our guest for Bistek. You don't want to miss this interview.
started working for people who wouldn't pay me and all that. But because I knew where I was coming from, I was not discouraged. What we should know is you can build a house. The house can be whatever nice you call it nice. But if you don't have a good painter, your building or project can never be beautiful. I wouldn't say because I know the job, when you just give me a work or a contract, then I'll just going to use my mind. No, I need to talk to you.
You need to speak to them.
What do you want? When you tell me maybe you want color blue and color green together, I will tell you no, it doesn't match. I will advise the youth that whatever talent God has given them, that is what they should build on. Don't look at somebody's talent.
Watch Bistek this and every Friday on GhanaWeb TV.
We are here at Sisiamai in the Upper Manyokobo district. Right behind me lies several acres of land covered with uniquely designed stones. They named this place the Stone City. We'll be going in there to take a look at the stones. We're speaking to the DC for Upper Manyokobo. We'll also be speaking to a caretaker for the area, and then we'll also speak to a tourist development group called the Roma Development Group, KLM. And then they'll be telling us the plans they have for this tourist attraction.
The Stone City is all about stones with beautiful designs on a very vast land, more than 100 acres, that you cannot put up any building except stones. And it's planned like a whole town, city and village with their entrance and what and what. It's about stones with different design, different pictures, different anything of the world you can imagine of. You can see it by the designs of the stones. In the year 2006, I was looking for a farming land as a pastor from myself. So I was brought to this place and I got a land here. So I decided to walk into the forest. At that time, cattle had been destroying my crops. So I later found out that this land belonged to some people. So I contacted them through those who brought me here. And when I got here, I've found these stones. And then I said to them, no, we can use this place and develop it as tourist attraction center. So it began in the year 2014. It's a huge potential that will bring benefit to me. Even the farming on the land, and when visitors come, the revenue I will generate, and then for the landlords and the district and Ghana. In fact, I think it will bring us a huge potential, and it will lift the image of Upper Manya.
The Stone City you are seeing over here, it has been discovered just a few, let's say, decades away, and they invited me to come and to come and view what is here. So when I came, I could see that no, this can be prepared as a tourism center. And since we are tourism explorers, that's we have to. So I've contacted Dr. Emeritus Kantan Kasafu, and to that, it happened that since he is happy of what we are coming to do, he asked me I should come and then explore. So that if we contacted the landlords, then we can see what to do. And then to that too, I have to pass through the assembly. And then we sat down, and then they also could see that, in fact, if it happened that we establish something of that nature, it will help the people for jobs, and then at the same time to assembly to generate revenue outflow. So this is the aim of exactly what we are coming to do. We are coming to prepare the area so that it will look nicely for attraction. The stones are here or the rocks are here, but if you compare to other places, you can't see what is here because the stones have been created on their own image to a sense that you can see different patterns, the way they are whereby if you go around, you can't get. And then to that, it happened that since he is Star of Africa, we could say that we are going to name this area Africa Stone City. That is it will be an area that to serve Africa as a continent which those outside may come and then visit and then know we have something in Africa. So that's the purpose. There are some mountainous among the stone rocks. So we decided to design a canopy which at least if you are walking through, assuming you can, you can climb those stones or the rocks, you can go through the canopy so that you can be viewing the whole place. And then I think if with the environment alone, when you go away, you can see, you feel something which God had, bring into your life.
The assembly had a plan of developing this place for tourist attraction. We have budgeted with a budget for it, the next year budget, so that we can put up some sheds, some summer huts, and when we say shelter for those who will be visiting this place. The place is big, so we want to put up some hotels. When we get investors, we give them part of the land to put up hotels. We are even near the lake, and for that matter, we can have these swimming pools and other things here. I also intend to extend electricity to this place, and then water, and then put up some shelters, get a toilet facility, washroom, and other things. So I hope that thing can be done within 3 years. The place is very big, and for that matter, we cannot develop it within a year. So we made it a 5 to 10 years development plan. We are looking for investors to come and then support us to develop the place. We also plan that every year there should be an occasion at this place, so that it will attract people to come and see the wonderful stones that God has created in this area of the country.
We've taken a tour of the stone city. We saw the rocks. I'm not sure you've seen them anywhere else, but you saw how beautiful they look. And then the plans of the assembly to develop this place into a large tourist center. So we are calling on all stakeholders to join hands with the assembly to come together to develop this place. According to the DC, developing this place will rake in so much revenue for the Upper Manyakobo district. From Sisiamai in the eastern region, Michael Obete, GhanaWeb TV.
Your boyfriend sponsors you. You exchange something for your boyfriend. It's not free. There's no free lunch.
Right there.
It takes a certain level of unmatched talent to bring a low-cost outfit to life or make it look extravagant. Ladies, you don't always have to break your back to look good. Learn to stay within budget. But why are women who live lavish lifestyle always cited for dating big men? Can't we make our own money? This is Mons and Kados with Paula Amabroni, and on this episode, we shake some three-legged tables. We'll be right back.
Right there.
Welcome back. This is Mons and Kados with the ever beautiful Paula Amabroni. It's always a pleasure coming your way. Now today's topic, is something of interest to me because I see a lot of ladies doing the thing wrong just because they want to look good. They have to break the bank. You know, sometimes you don't even have the money, but you just go beyond board just to slay. So I have with me some ladies, you know, who I know knows the ins and outs of this game, how to look good. So they're going to help us discuss and suggest ways of how we can still stay in budget and look good. So seated on my couch is Efua Del. She's an actress. Efua, welcome to Moons and Cuddles.
Thank you.
This is her first time here. So later on we'll talk about what she does, but then we're going to educate our ladies, see how best we can go. Yeah.
Sure.
And then my very good friend, Tilly Ekuanipa. She's a television presenter. She's with One Play Africa. Tilly, good to have you.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, every day you're hosting me. Today I have you here.
Yeah.
So we're going to have
nice, eh?
It feels so good.
We were tuja.
Tilly Ajubro. All right. So today's assignment is very simple. How can ladies live on a budget and still look good? Now, I'm going to start with Tilly. Tilly, I've heard a lot of celebrities being attacked. Once you look good, you know, on social media, it seems you're living your life. They just cite you that there's this big man sponsoring you. Is it always the case?
It's not always the case, but it's not entirely wrong either. Some of them, yes, people sponsor them because then when you look at their track record, you look at the work they've done and all, you can see that this, as a champagne lifestyle on a palm wine budget,
Allah.
Clearly, you can see that. You can see, like, it's visible. But how dare you talk about somebody's lifestyle? Other people too are also working. There are some women that their sole aim of working is to look good. So you can't tell somebody that's unknown or person what in life say she has worked, they've paid their 1,000, she has used 900 to go and buy a dress to wear, staff her 100 to tell her that it's a man that's sponsoring her. Some is there, like it's not something we can be here and say women empowerment. It's not, it is true. Some men are sponsoring women in the game, and some women too are also working for it. So I don't like it when the conversation is not balanced and they want to always tip it to the other side and banning, you know. It's not true. Some women are actually really working. Some women, they have said, you know, there are some people, they actually, there's this mentality that I'm saving for the rainy season. Some people, you see them now, they are slave back to back because there's a time where they are not telling you or you didn't know them that they suffer for where they are now.
Exactly.
So it gets preposterous when they are always trying to peg a woman's success in a celebrity to a man. And mind you, these are celebrities. Most of them, when they post, their dresses are even sponsored though. Do you know that? When they check their post under dress by, makeup by, shoe by, now say, welcome to be a skin by, hey.
Yeah, walking mannequin.
I want 4 tons skin.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You get it? So if you are a mere fan or somebody that just wants to pick on these ladies and you want to ignore the fact that they are telling you that this dress is by this person and they just want to make it look like they are sleeping with, are they sleeping with your father?
Oh, thank you for the punchline at the end. If I know you're an actress, and usually I've seen the targets, usually actors, musicians and all that. So if you see your colleagues being named as women who are sleeping around, how do you feel? Because I know you are still in the in the industry. Very soon your name is going to be there, you're going to be big. Do you feel that one day they're going to tag you or put you in that box?
How is that their business anyway?
Okay.
How is somebody lifestyle your business? Although some of these celebrities are mentors and people look up to them, just look at their works, don't look at their lifestyle. Do you get me? Some of them, they are not sleeping with men. It's just influence. They are influencers. They can be wearing a particular dress sponsored by somebody entirely. You see that some of them, when they wear a particular outfit, they don't repeat it because they have brands sponsoring them, like Tilly said. They have brands sponsoring them. So the moment they wear, they take it back to the brand or whatever. So another time, another brand is sponsoring them. It's not even, sometimes it's not even for them. They're just trying to create content for social media and all that. So when you see it and you feel that somebody is sponsoring their lavish lifestyle, if you're a woman and you feel that way and you think that way and you think it's bad and all that, come on, it's entertainment. You also have your if you want to go and use your to dress good, nobody is stopping you.
There was the to look good.
This thing, if you want to use your this thing to catch this thing, to make this thing, nobody is stopping you from
If you want to use what, you have to get what you want.
Use it to get what you want.
If it be easy, do
it be easy. You get it? You have a boyfriend. Your boyfriend sponsors you. you exchange something for your boyfriend. It's not free. There's no free lunch. You know, I don't know. He said, can I be?
Yes, it's an 18 plus.
I'll do. And give you something. Or maybe say, okay, me power boyfriend 18 years, me pay the when you say boyfriend. No, some mommy. Now, no, now they are or no, they did any but you are giving for free. Somebody is taking to slay. So if you don't want it that way, go and tell your boyfriend to give you money to slay. You get it?
It's that simple. Because I understand where you're coming from. Because I'm always thinking, now Paula, you see me, Paula. One time when I make it big, is someone going to put me out there and say, oh, we know she started small all of a sudden. But then once you work for it, or maybe you have the right people who like you, who sponsor you, like, you know, as you're saying, someone can like you and then say, okay, take it. So it's not always that these women are sleeping with. Some people get sponsorship, some have friends and all that. It comes, there are some benefits to it
like
too.
this outfit I'm wearing, a friend did it for me at a lower price because she wants me to wear it and promote it for her. So instead of maybe 150 cedis, she slashed it and gave it to me as a discount. You see me wearing it and you think I'm sleeping with somebody. It doesn't work that way. I work hard for my money. We all work hard for our money. Whatever we are using to work, it's our work. We are working for our money.
I like that point. I tell you, what to say.
Most other people that say that they are poor, they are from poor homes actually. Because I don't know why people always discount that part of some people's life. Some people are from their whole life they've lived lavishly. How much more now they are in the public eye? You think they will dress less to impress you?
Chance.
And you for money, do you know that?
I get that.
A rich person sees another rich girl dressed or another lady dressed nice. They want to know where you bought that your ear, so they go and buy some. They are not judging you. Oh no, I let to be able to say what's a friend right be a deliver at the wrong place or what
I know, I understand. What I always have women edition is just back-to-back fire because we get to express ourselves and debunk all the negative rules about ourselves. But then I hear people say women, we spend money on unnecessary things. So you hear that a woman bought a wig, maybe bone straight, worth 7,000 cedis, maybe a dress. You'll be shocked to know the amount of money that she blew on it. Are women, or are we right to say women spend their money on unnecessary things?
Women will spend money on whatever women want to spend their money on because women want to look beautiful.
I like that line. Woman will spend her money on anything because woman wants to look beautiful.
Not for anybody, but to themselves. I want to, me usually when I look beautiful, I want to walk beside cars and look at myself in the mirror and check myself like, wow. And do some nice videos and post on social media. You can't take that away from me. It is my head. I am wearing 7,000. I am wearing a plot of land. You can't do anything about it. I have wore it.
That's it.
And I love it. And that wig is going to stay on my head for 10 years and you can't do anything about it.
That's it. People don't appreciate that when you buy a wig, which is maybe of high grade, it can last you. I have a hair. I bought it some 3 years ago. At the time, the money I was blowing, like I was in university and I'm like, hey, Paula, you spent this money on it. But then I still wear it to date. That's the beauty of sometimes buying things that, you know.
You're getting value for your money. You don't expect me to go and buy synthetic, cheap, 100 cedis, and then I wear it for 1 week and then throw it away. I'm wasting money. That is what they don't know. And usually it comes from the other gender. They don't know what's born straight, they don't know Brazilian hair, they don't know anything about hair. But they have so much opinions about what we wear on our just because they've seen the price. These same people will go and buy watch, 2,000, perfume, 3,000. When we wear hair, 1,000.
They're making noise.
They'll say we are wasting our money. We are wearing plots of land on empty brain and so what? Is it your money?
Energy. Now, Tilly, let me create this scenario. A lady who spends let me just be realistic, maybe 2,500 on hair, and one who prefers to buy 600 cedis a week. Who is being more economical?
Both of them, depending on your pocket. It comes back to your pocket. If I have 15,000, I can buy hair 5,000. This hair is my sister Ghana. When I throw it away, it is gone. When I remove it, it's sound. But if I had bought 100 bullion hair, next week when you come here, I wear 100 bullion hair. Next 2 years, 100 bullion hair. Do you get it? who is being economical or whatever, it depends on the amount you have on yourself at the moment. Your budget, if you take 15,000 out and it's not breaking your bank, you're good to go. And the conversation that women, we buy things, we have to be frugal. We don't have to be frugal though. That's the truth. People keep complaining that women buy unnecessarily. Who is really buying though? Because for me, if I buy stuff for myself, it's an investment for myself. Yeah. With what I do, I am more or less my body or my general outlook is actually supposed to tell a marketer or an agency boy that puts this advert on this girl's show. Now you want Malta Guinness to come and put their money in you. You don't look like Malta Guinness money. Yeah. Who should come and put their money in you? Brandon. Or you are telling me that, oh, come and let me wear your outfit that is worth 600 Ghana cedi, and you will come on your page and you are wearing a fall for you down flat. Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, like I do you get it? So for someone like me, I can't afford to look like basa basa, because how I look will determine the kind of monies I get, the kind of whatever deals I get. It's an investment. So for you to just see a celebrity whose lifestyle depends on how they look, how people see them, their general outlook, investing in that look to make money, what are you talking about? Also, men keep complaining, man, you did they go out looking naked? What are they not wearing something? You know, men complain about women are dressing so much, but they wear expensive stuff. If you take a Bema show, it's not total outfits.
Yeah. Great. So that means that these celebrities that some people are always tagging them as show offs, what they are doing, they are misleading the youth and all that. As Tilly stated, you don't know who are you going to meet your fans, so you always have to strive to look good. Now, as for someone who is listening to us, maybe she's in the university, just started her national service, not so much money, she hasn't been saved to that level to slay. How would you suggest the person slays on a budget? Maybe use what you have, manage it for the meantime.
Okay. For university, somebody in the university. Yeah. Now, we have, if you're in a university, you don't have any business trying to go buy Chanel or some designer bag or Hermes bag or some expensive stuff. Okay. We have, if you go to a place like Kantamanto, we have nice outfits. We call it the first grade. We all go there. The first grade, when you go, it's more like the boutique, because that's where some of these boutique people go to get their stuffs, and even the jeans, like the jeans you are wearing. I can go to, I wake up early in the morning, I have my bag at my back, I go there to tell them that I'm going to sell on campus. So when I go, these jeans you bought, I don't know how much you bought it, but me, I'll get it for 15 cedis or 10 cedis, because I'll tell them I'm going to sell. It's all strategy. I said I'm going to sell. The tops I wear, I tell them I'm going to sell. I buy in bulk. So I save my money and then I go to counter. You can do the same thing. When you go, you don't need to go and buy this designer, because designer things, and they all look the same to me. Just try to buy one, what's the word? Original. Or, yes.
Brand.
Yes. But from the name, but it will come later.
It will come.
When you go to Kantamanto, you can get all these stuffs, you know, very nice, beautiful stuff at affordable prices. It's all about strategy. You don't have to go to boutique. You don't have any business going to boutique, to wear boutique dress to lecture halls. Nobody. You are not going there to show anything. You're just going there to learn.
Learn. The money will come
later.
The
money will come later. Okay. So you don't need to break your pocket or budget. There are ways you can do combination that will make you look very beautiful. Me, I'm very particular about colors. There are some colors that don't look good on my skin. There are some colors that naturally look cheap on people. No matter how expensive the dress is, if the color is not nice or the dress, anyway, it will look cheap on you.
That reminds me, there's this celebrity that she's always true. She claims she's got money and all that. She can rock designer head to toe, but just how she's just mixed it.
You see how you mix it. You know, sister, me a premier you. Me a tire no me come down boutique me 5 cedi, 10, 15, just a cost 20. Na de we bisa combine na garnish na ye fresh no. Me nwi de ne board dem, pa me nwi bi na me de be ka ho na wo de here ka ho pe pa bibia say.
You slayed.
And I have fine legs. Oh my God.
So did you want to add something to it?
Know thyself. If you're a person, just know thyself. You have seen a Jackie appear holding whatever designs, 6 designer wear on her body. Have you worked like Jackie Appiah? Do you have the money in her bank account some? Just know thyself. And me too, I have a rule I deal with. I do what I can afford, not what I like. Because it's I'm a lobster, but I cancel. Timenom drink. Just know yourself and know what you can afford. I can't force myself that change. I see, maybe even dress, you know. Like the way she says she can combine, I can't combine. So I ask for help. And right now, you don't even have to go to Brenda. Go on Instagram, thrift, falafel, just go. I don't find so good. More to swat. It looks fresh. It looks color brighten. It try brighten. Just wear it. Just know how to style yourself. Know how to block your colors. Monochrome look now, but yeah, that is all. That's all. I don't know how to dress. So what it's now that I'm picking up my fashion confidence. I can't but there are some people you give them 5 cedi on back of fuck room. I tell you about 50%. I'm not talking about fear. Or you I tell you 50%. Hey ma, but the way you wear it, the way you wear it to know. Or shower wash 1,000 dresses. Cause I know do you get it?
So it's very real. Like you know, you don't always have to break your back to look good. We always say you can combine 1 or 2. But you see how good I'm looking right now. Makeup on point. My makeup was done by Kiki Sadiq. And if you're out there looking for wholesale, retail, or distribution of any makeup product, hair, beauty, supplies, then reach out to Sigma Exports Promotion. They deal in Maybelline, New York, Revlon makeup, any product. High quality, original. If it's makeup brushes, you want anything, just call them. They will supply wholesale, retail, and if you want to be a distributor, just call their numbers on 0248 138 596 or 027 4893 413. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Mons and Kados continue. That quick break, we're still discussing how to live on a budget and still slay. This is the women's edition. So I have my ladies here. Efua Del, she's an actress, and Tilly Ekuanipa, she's a television presenter. Tilly, I must say I like how the conversation is going, but let's play this one. Yeah, the mystery box. We got some questions here. You just pick it and you give us honest answers. So I'm going to start with you, Tilly. When I have a man, I say ladies first, but then since it's a woman, we got this. Okay. What we got there?
Would you like to read it?
Yeah, you read it for us.
What's the most expensive item you have in your closet? Honestly, all of them are not expensive. So I can't really pinpoint. If there was any expensive one, I would have just said it straight. No, really, I don't have anything expensive in my closet.
That's fine.
No, I don't have. Like I'm thinking,
honesty for me.
Like I'm thinking through. Honestly, I don't.
Your turn.
Abracadabra.
Yeah. Okay, go on that.
Whose closets would you love to raid? Jackie Appiah or Sandra Nkovia? Give reasons.
I beg, I want to answer your own.
Jackie Appiah or Sandra?
I will raid Sandra Nkovia's closet.
Why?
Because she's a fashionista.
Love
that girl can dress. She's simple. She know the colors to combine and all that. Oh God, I just love her. She knows how to dress. She's very stylish. Like she's an example of a fashionista.
Now let's continue with our conversation. Now we've all spoken about how to live on a budget. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, those designer. Once you haven't gotten to that level, we'll play by our sizes.
Yeah.
What is the best investment a woman can make before the age 30? The best investment. I know there's 1,001 there, but what investment can you make?
Your mind. Invest in education. I feel like whenever we are in school, when we take education for granted till you leave and you realize that why a mistake. We don't also take those seminars that they do or conferences that are extracurricular. We don't take it seriously, but those places here are the most important places that can actually make you meet the right people that will set you up. Yes, I can say, but no, nothing will last. Anything that you will need in your 20s or you will need in your 30s that you have to invest in severely is your mind. When you are in your 20s or your teens, trust me, because whatever you buy here, you build here, you invest here, in the next 5 years you can be in another country. You won't need all of that. Truthfully, invest in yourself. Know things, read books. Just read any book. See, people feel like if you're in a particular field, read a book about it. No, read any book. Just read any book, because sometimes you enter a room, somebody will say something, you might be the only person that have the faintest idea of what they're talking about, and that is the door that will open for you. You think without sitting here, maybe in the next day I might not even be in media, I might be in oil and gas somewhere.
Exactly.
Do you get it? But what I have invested in the media thing, I cover my mind and I'm a deco. So we have to invest in our mind. No things. See, me, I have one mantra: be so good at it, no one can avoid you. On purpose because you are good. You are so good on purpose.
Exactly.
That is it.
Great advice. Efua, how do we make our young women understand that what we see on social media is not always the case? Especially these people that you see that they are slaying. They say there's these Instagram, Snapchat influencers. They are here in Dubai tomorrow. They are there, the best dinners, 5-star restaurants and all that. How do we make our young people understand? It's not even about young people. You see someone who is mature should be making the right decision, but they are under pressure. They are just swayed.
You see, it's social media. Social media has influenced a lot of, let's say, I will not say kids, like the youth in a way, in a negative way. Yeah, somebody can put a news out there, maybe just a parody, and a section of Ghanaians will believe it, not knowing say it's a parody. Even educated people will believe say this thing is true. So how much more the young ones? So how do we make them know say whatever they are saying is not real? I feel now some of the celebrities are trying. You know, people are coming out to say that what you are seeing, they are not. Even last time Nana Banamwa came to say that some of the outfits she wears are sponsored by people. So don't follow her to go and buy some things you don't want to buy or use your money on unnecessary things, because the things she wears are for designers. She is an influencer. She wears people's clothes to do advertisement for them so that people will buy it. When after that she takes it off. So if you are behind, I don't know how we can even instill that in them, because you can't stop them from using social media and all that.
Okay.
But I feel some things need to be regulated as well, especially the parents. They should know what their children are watching. Okay. And if you are in school, like I don't know how to say this enough. I don't know how to say this enough, but you can't stop them. You can't stop them. It is the celebrities that have to do something about it.
All right. But then let's talk about this. It's really of interest to me. Now I see a lot of women going naked, almost naked on social media. The whole craze, someone has done her body and then she wants to flaunt it like real time, because she says it's an investment.
It's an investment.
A lot of people say women now we are overdoing it. I just log on to Twitter, I see nakedness, Snapchat, this is it, Instagram, on my timeline.
Yeah, it's marketing. It's marketing.
Do you think the whole nudity on social media is just out of hand, or now we should understand that that's the era?
It's going to get worse. See, people keep saying that women should embrace themselves, well, what do you really think you are telling women to do? You are telling me to embrace myself. I show you when I am fully sexually, comfortable, and I am fully comfortable with my skin, and my soul is sitting pretty in my skin. What do you think I'll show you?
Everything my mama gave me.
Exactly. You can't tell a woman to be go all out and then start putting embargo on the all out. It's going to get worse because now Ghanaian social media is not about Ghanaian social media. Doja Cat, oh, Megan Thee Stallion is almost naked every day on her social media, putting her buttocks. The child, she might follow me, who will not show her buttocks, but she's at the same time following Megan Thee Stallion, who's showing the buttocks. So I might not have to show my buttocks, but she knows how buttocks are. They're done.
So we should stop criticizing celebrities who've worked on your body and are proud and confident to show what they've
Where
got.
are they showing the body though? Most of them, they are the poolside wearing their bikini. Pool no kwasha kabani slitana. Do you see them wearing bikini to shows? Do you get it?
I get it.
They are somewhere, they are shooting a video or something, or they are in a pool with their friends and they've shown you the videos that whatever they are wearing is appropriate for where they are.
Exactly.
Wow, what style be dressing now? Oh, they quay. What they call lecture hall. For bikini they call lecture hall. And you know, they keep saying nudity. People are not actually totally naked online. Apps, when you are totally naked, it's Twitter that it allows everything. Instagram, ubenya problem. Facebook, ubenya problem. Snapchat, a drama is streak near the day. Almost there, Snapchat, one way drama. Do you get it? They are not totally naked, and it's going to get worse because this world where we are going to, women want men to reach a point where they have to know that they are not the reason why they will dress a certain way, and that if you are a pervert, my dressing has nothing to do with whether I'm covered or not. You're a pervert. Do you get it? That is an understanding where we are going to reach with men in the next 10 years. We'll all meet in public. We are reverting back to Adam and Eve age. We're all naked in town. Nobody was sleeping with anybody. Yes, do you get it? We're going to get to a point where men have to know that you don't have the right to touch or be lustful or want to vigorously have sex with a woman because of how they look like. Do you get it?
Great.
You are in charge of whatever you feel. And then they're mentioning how she look green tea. We are not sure.
I'm glad we're explaining these things because some people are getting it all wrong. The fact that you see that a woman has worked on her body. There are some men who say you can, no matter what you explain, women work on their body for them. They forget that sometimes they just don't like how they look, but they're like, at the end of the day,
we don't care.
But then, ladies, I just want you to, in a wrap. So, in summary, ladies, we've talked a lot from celebrities, how to look good, how to slay on budget. What are your last words? I'm going to start with you, Efua.
Yes, I've been meaning to say this. The question you asked Tilly about what you take, one thing you wish you had done before you get to 30.
The right investment to do before
the right
30.
investment, yes.
Yeah.
She talked about investing in your mind.
Yeah.
I would suggest you invest in the vocation. You know, you need to invest in the vocation. Maybe sewing, designing, makeup. Yes, because when you don't get a job, that is what will save you. Because day in day out, people are sewing. Now the design industry is getting broad. There are lots of things coming up. You know, the fashion industry is so broad. So invest in fashion, invest in the food business, invest in makeup before you get to 30. I wish I knew how to sew. By this time, slam is anyhow. No.
By heart,
because invest in something, a vocation. Invest in a vocation, not just your mind. Because a time will come where there will be no job. People have completed school, they have degrees and all that. They are in the house, they are not working. They can't get any job to do.
Right.
They can survive. In the olden days, when I cry with school, I see we are born to know.
Now the fashion designers are winning.
You know, so invest in something. If you're a guy, learn how to play football. You don't need to go to school. I say, we had them football a week. We do bear $1 million. Nobody can take that from you.
Great.
You know.
Thank you for Tilly. Final words.
Yeah, social media is not real. It's not actually. It's make-believe. I'm making you believe that in 1 minute, the video that I'm about to watch, that was my entire day. No, that's not my entire day. When you go on my page, I do vlog, daily vlog. The moment I picked my phone and I recorded and I posted, but in between the recording and how I got there, do you know it's a Uber driver? Do you see it? It is not real. It is make-believe. What I want you to see is what I tell you. So do not be in a hurry all the time. And somebody is wearing 5,000 dress and all. And sometimes you have to detox from social media. Once a while, go offline. You won't die. If one say yeah, you feel like oh business, but the serenity and the peace that comes with not being on social media because of the influx of information, naturally, yeah, our systems and our mind, they are just being intoxicated all the time because Ofa has Santorini, Oba Odaya Chiso, Oba Oko Bora Bora, one more free Maldives. Like, it's too much. Because me say, me from Oka Hotel. So, we sana, I might be able to detox it, or I might have formed a wall to tell myself, oh, one day I'll get there. But another side of you that is subconscious is accumulating the fact that hey, that when I will call be. So once a while, just feel free, detox, go offline, relax.
Log off.
When you come back, the world will still be there.
Continue. Great. Thank you very much, ladies, for doing this with me. I must say, it's been an eye-opening conversation. Great. Great. Ladies, it was an honor sitting with you to do the discussion. And I always end with my take. We've said a lot. It's just left with you. If you think that you have a problem with celebrities, how they look and all that, just know that, as they said, is the era. But if you're a young girl starting, maybe you're in school, you feel like you're under pressure and all that, you don't always have to come out naked. It depends on what you want and where you're going. You can still appear cover up. My ladies here, we are here. You can check them out on social media. They don't have to show skin to prove a point. Highly intelligent. Efwa, she's an actress. She does so well. Tilly does so well. The showbiz industry. She's just good. You don't have to look naked to make your point. You can still slay on budget. Maybe when you DM me, I'll tell you where I get my things and I'll also show you my plug. It was an honor doing this with you. I am Paula Amabroni. We'll be back with the next episode of Moons and Cuddles. Thanks for watching.
Started working for people who wouldn't pay me and all that, but because I knew where I was coming from, I was not discouraged.
Good day and many thanks for joining us on today's edition of BizTech on GhanaWeb TV. I am Ernestina Sewa Asante. Many people are venturing into entrepreneurship by way of creating jobs for themselves and others to help curb the high unemployment rate in the country. Now, on today's edition, we put a spotlight on the painter who worked on Jubilee House, Cocoa Board and Tunnel Lounge, among other buildings in the country. My colleague Maoli Aholumega has the full report.
Welcome to yet another exciting edition of BizTech on GhanaWeb TV. Today my guest is a young man who is into innovation and he's using artistic development and expression to do this. Before I introduce my guest, I'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. My name is Maoli Aholumega. Welcome off on our break on BizTech. My guest is Bright Yahojo, aka Celebrity Painter. I'm sure you've heard his name all over the world. He's my guest on this week's edition of BizTech. Bright.
Yeah.
Like here, yeah. If for those who don't know what that means, it means how are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, boss.
Yes. Celebrity Painter.
Yeah.
What was the journey like for you to earn that name, Celebrity Painter?
Okay. I would say I started my journey from the village. So later I came to the city.
Okay.
So when I came to the city, the hustling wasn't easy at all. To be frank with you, it wasn't easy. But I would say by the grace of God, I am where I am now. Started working for people who wouldn't pay me and all that. But because I knew where I was coming from, I was not discouraged. And I know where I will be because I know when you are doing something and you keep on doing it, to get to a time, there will be a change. That was why I keep on doing it to where I am now. And actually, the painting is my talent. I didn't learn it anywhere.
Yeah,
it's my talent.
Yeah, I was going to come to that aspect, the specific, the painting in itself. Did you learn it on your own? Like you said, it's a talent.
Yes,
Did you have to? Obviously, you have to develop that talent. What was the journey like for you?
Okay, because it's a talent, anytime I get a project, I discuss it with the client.
Okay.
So before I will get to the site, I know what to give to the client.
Okay.
The idea comes by itself.
Yeah. So now let's come to the business of painting. Is painting a lucrative business?
Really, really.
You make a lot of money from it?
Yes.
If you can give a range, what's the biggest, highest amount of money you've received?
Okay, I would say my biggest contract is Jubilee House.
Wow.
Yeah,
you painted a Jubilee House. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting. The whole building?
Yes.
That's a huge contract.
Yes. But I know how it is. You know government job.
Oh, yeah. How was that experience like for you, being chosen to paint the seat of the presidency?
I was too much excited. Too much excited.
How did you feel when you got the call?
See, I screamed. I was driving when they called me. They called me around 9 p.m.
Yeah.
That I should come. They want to see me. So when I went there, they said, "Are you the celebrity painter?" I said, "Yes." So they've seen my works on the social media and people recommended me bets. They are not sure they can pay me.
Wow.
So, wow. If Jubilee House is saying they cannot pay me, so I asked them, if Jubilee House cannot pay me, how come individuals are paying me? Oh, they said, it was just a joke for us to laugh about. So after that, they said, okay, they want to give me the contract. So they gave me some agreements. I need to provide my workers and their numbers and their contacts. You need to do background check, you know,
all that, yeah, to make sure that
yes.
Yeah.
So I provided my workers' name, their picture, everything. They did the background work before I went to give them the estimate.
And then you got the
project. Me the contract.
Yeah. So we'll come to some of those specific projects, but I want to come to, just from your point of view, what is the importance of painting to the artistic development for a community, for example?
Yeah, what we should know is you can build a house. The house can be whatever nice you call it nice. But if you don't have a good painter, your building or project can never be beautiful as the way you want it. So you need to take it like give the contract to somebody who knows what he or she is doing. You have the women who are doing painting. That's what I'm referring as he or she. You need to give the contract to the person who knows what you want. It's not always you should follow maybe cheap or something else, but somebody who know about quality, who know about color, blending and all that, and your choice of work that you want. That's the person you need to contact to do the work for you. And that person is me.
Wow. Very, very interesting. You mentioned something very important about color, you know, coordination and all of that. I studied a little bit of visual art in school, so I understand a little bit of colors. But for you, how is it like when you, for instance, you get a project that you're supposed to work on, maybe a business project? Do they tell you the color they want, or you suggest to them that this is the kind of painting that you want?
Yeah, okay, actually, I wouldn't say because I know the job. When you just give me a work or a contract, then I'll just going to use my mind. Now, I need to talk to you.
You need to speak to them.
What do you want? When you tell me maybe you want color blue and color green together, I will tell you no, it doesn't match.
It doesn't match, okay.
I will tell you.
So you offer some kind of advice as well.
And I do mixing. I can mix any color in the world.
Really?
That's my advantage to other painters.
Okay. So
other painters, they can't mix. You need to go to the company for them to mix.
To mix for them, okay.
I mix it myself.
Does that come at an extra cost, or is part of the?
No, it's part of my work.
It's part of your work,
yes.
Okay.
There's no extra cost.
Okay, all right. So you've been doing this for how long now?
For 17 years now.
For 17 years. I'm sure you've encountered some challenges. What are some of those challenges, and what did you really learn from them?
Some people, they look down upon you just because you are a painter. But you know, when you talk to them, you tell them even to visit your page before they will say like, wow, you're a big man. You do, you know, mind-blowing jobs. So sometimes somebody can look down upon you, but when you talk to the person and you tell the person this is who you are, the person will not take you for granted.
Okay.
Even though some people take me for granted, but when I tell them, look, I did this project, they'll know that no, the guy is not a small guy when it comes to painting.
Yeah. I've been having a very nice conversation. I'll just take a quick break and then we'll be right back. All right. Thank you, Bright. I've been speaking with Bright Yahojo, aka Celebrity Painter. I'm sure you are familiar with his name. He's notable for painting a number of projects, including the Jubilee House. I'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back from that break on Bestech. I've been speaking with Bright Yahojo, aka the Celebrity Painter, and we've been talking about the business of painting. Bright, I've been having a very interesting conversation with you, and it was very interesting to note that you painted the Jubilee House. That is an extremely huge project.
Is that by the grace of God?
Yes, God is really good. Yeah. So, can you share with us some of the other projects that you've worked on?
Okay, I'll say Cocoa Board, ICGC, Ghana Library, and some of the footballers.
You're a very big man.
And an artist in Ghana here.
You're a very, very big man. You know why? Because you've had to, you've worked on Cocoa Board. That's an extremely historical building.
Yeah.
So let's just come to Cocoa Board. What went into the idea of painting Cocoa Board? Did you have to think, okay, because it's a cocoa industry, you had to go with a brownish cocoa color, or how was the experience like for you?
Yeah, their color is green and yellow.
Okay.
Because when it's not ripe, it's green. When it's ripened, it's yellow.
Okay.
That was the combination I gave them because it's a cocoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then how about the library authority as well? And I understand you painted some libraries.
Yeah, as for the library, it's just funny. Because they finished the library totally.
They have finished constructing it?
Constructing it, painting it totally.
Okay.
So the people came to investigate and do their checks. They saw that no, the painting didn't go well. So they called me on board. Because you see, it's a children's library, so you need to use colorful primary colors and all the hot colors. So when I came, I gave them the idea. This place you need to do it like this place you need to do it like that. And I gave them the concept, and they gave me the contract to do it. And I finished, and they were like, wow. They were happy with the work.
Still on the business on some of your painting, where do you usually get your inspiration from? Is it you just wake up and then you just climb the building and you begin to add all kinds of colors?
You know, some of them have been going on the internet.
Okay.
Because, you know, I cannot know it all.
Yeah.
I need to learn. So I'm always on the internet to see what the whites are doing. I mean, when I see somebody's work with my eye, that is it.
You capture its image in your mind
or video and I follow it. I can do the same thing for you. That should tell you the level of talent I have.
Wow.
My talent is serious.
Very, very serious. Yes. Yeah, because I've seen some of your works and I think they're really amazing. Yeah. Finally, we're wrapping up. You're an entrepreneur. You've been doing this for quite some time. Like you said, you came from the village to Accra, and then you hone your talent to this point. What's your advice to the youth and for persons who want to venture into artistic expression and then using it in terms of making money as a business as well?
Okay, actually, as part of my duties, I've been doing seminars for students, schools, how do you call it, constituencies. I organize seminar for them. I don't charge for it. I just take registration, 50 cedis for their certificates, and I teach them for 3 days without taking any money.
Wow.
I've given back to society.
Thank you so much for doing that.
That's part of my work. So I will advise the youth that whatever talent God has given them, that is what they should build on. Don't look at somebody's talent, because I will say, as somebody said, it's a calling. If you are not called to do that, you can do it, but you can't achieve what somebody will achieve if that person has been called. So anything that God has given you, God knows the reason why He has given that particular talent. So just pray to Him for Him to give you the direction so that you can build on it. Because every talent is a good talent. it will depend how you do it for you to get benefit from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much. I've been having a very interesting conversation with you. I've been speaking with Bright Hajia, aka the celebrity painter, and he's notable for painting a number of key projects such as the Jubilee House, the Tunnel Launch, the Ghana Cocoa Board, a number of libraries, and many more. He's been my guest on this week's edition of BizTech. Many thanks for watching. We'd like to say a big thank you to Tunnel Launch for allowing us to have their space to have this interview. My name is Mauli Aholimega. Many thanks for watching.
Thank you, Mauli Aholimega, for that report. Up next is Biz Headlines. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has disclosed that the agreement between the fund and government of Ghana will be reached by the end of this year. Ghana is said to be targeting an amount of $3 billion over 3 years from the fund once an agreement on a program is reached. The new amount requested as a loan was double the government's initial target of $1.5 billion. In a related development, Managing Director of IMF, Kristalina Georgieva, has said constructive discussions have been held with Ghanaian authorities for a possible economic support program. The IMF boss further touted Ghana's social, political and economic credentials, which she says can positively impact neighboring countries. Touching further on whether or not Ghana can secure its revised target amount of $3 billion from an initial $1.5 billion, Kristalina said, "We have to go through the process or the discussions, and then we will know." The monetary policy of the Bank of Ghana will on Tuesday, September 20th, begin a 3-day meeting to assess recent economic developments in the country. A statement by the central bank indicated that the meeting will be climaxed by the communication of decisions reached on September 26th. The Monetary Policy Committee of the Bank of Ghana will hold its 108 regular meetings from 20th September 2022 to Friday, September 23rd, to review developments in the economy. The meeting will conclude with a press conference on Monday, September 26th, to announce the decisions of the committee. The Bank of Ghana recently held its emergency meeting on the challenges facing the country's economy on August 17th. The meeting culminated in the announcement of an increase in the monetary policy rate by 300 basis points to hit 22% from an earlier 19% rate. It followed months of skyrocketing inflation rate, depreciation of the cedi, fuel price hikes and downgrade of the country's economy by global rating agencies Standard & Poor's and Fitch. The cedi at the time was trading at 10 cedis to $1. However, it has shown signs of appreciation in recent times. Government of Ghana has selected Ashanti Airlines as a strategic investor to partner in the country's quest to re-establish a home-based career. According to an Aviation Ghana report, the decision has firmly been finalized, with Ashanti Airlines working to complete the final stages of its financial arrangement. The airline, which is owned by Ghanaian business moguls Kwame Despite and his partner, Dr. Ernest Ofori-Sapon, first acquired an air carrier license and is subsequently in the final stages of securing an airport operator certificate required to commence operations. The portal, however, added that Ashanti Airlines is currently on the market in search of potential employees ahead of its operations. The decision by the owners of Ashanti Airlines to operate in Ghana comes after they made presentations in January this year to the committee established by the Transport Minister, Kweku Ofori-Esiama. The presentation was to vet all proposals from potential investors seeking to partner government in its bid to establish a home-based career. Following the collapse of Ghana Airways in 2004, Ghana has been without a national airline for international travel activities. Despite several attempts to re-establish a national career in the past, Finance Minister Ken Oforiatta during the 2022 budget hinted at plans to kickstart operations this year. Kumasi is set to become the first city in Ghana to have an electric light rail transportation as part of government's efforts to ease traffic congestion in the region. The tram system is one of the sophisticated means of transport mostly found in Europe. This type of transportation system operates on a rail that travels on tramway tracks on public urban streets. The tram technology expected to be deployed in Kumasi is currently being developed by Knight AS in collaboration with Ministry of Railway Development of Ghana. The Chief Executive Officer and Chairman of the Board of Directors at Knight AS, Dr. Carl Lai, at the company's 25th anniversary launch in Accra, said the system, when fully developed or fully deployed, will transform existing urban transport infrastructure in the Ashanti region. The tram system will operate 3 main lines aimed at decongesting the city of Kumasi and for easy flow of traffic. It will also significantly reduce travel time within the second largest city in the country. To make this project a success, Dr. Lai said there is a need for a massive transfer of know-how to indigents who will manage the tram system when built. Subscribers of mobile services who are yet to register their SIM cards have lamented the punitive measures to be rolled out by the NCA. The National Communications Authority stated among some sanctions to be meted out to persons who have not registered their SIM cards is the barring of all outgoing call and data services on a 2-day weekly rotational basis. The worried subscribers shared varied sentiment when they spoke to GhanaWeb's reporter on September 8th. However, the NCA, according to a report, stated that the sanctions are a way to tell how serious the authority is about the registration exercise. The Director of Consumer and Corporate Affairs at NCA, Kwame Jan, urged subscribers to learn from the current sanctions to register their SIM cards. That's all for today. Thank you very much for joining us on this edition of BizTech on GhanaWeb TV. Remember, this show airs every Friday on the same platform. I am Ernestina Sewa Asante. But before we go, do log on to www.ghanaweb.com for more stories. Do well to follow us on all social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at the GhanaWeb. On YouTube, GhanaWeb TV. Once again, I am Ernestina Sewa Asante.
The pressure is getting worse. Chese TikTok influencer Hajia Bintu akwakoje Jaguar. Na metete say girls ka say say na TikTok is ka wo mani ebejan ye adwuma akwakobo eye TikTok influencer ibi na me say hwe. Na mo de mo be yo na ne ntem no na wotwe a ashaman to the world. Ai stone boy akwakoye fefefe. Na mu nkomo ne se medie chi ya police fu kire ma wo koso ya ye akronfo 45 and over. Eno so medi mu nkomo bebrel. Na we mu ye Shatawale Instagram live bi okwa na video bi oye ya manfo kire ma we dey achi comedian no na watwe dey ensem no etefie ta bank say doors one kasa na pressure no dey e go over you muma ye ntwa ye ho na ye ko ba ma broni nkoma ekoso entertainment industry just and I'm the rubber bro. ba kwaba se se ukita wo data ama boni mi so mi kita just into say ye kaboma na akwakoye enkomo ho on GhanaWeb TV se humisa na unu say edwuma aba ai nkomo a just say twegu entertainment industry mu ye kai celebrity news just say nsema emu ode emu yehwam na eja ma aba na just ma be churchim na yenso ya akoyinim na sa na wotwe de me bema two options. Press 1 has say for violence, press 2 for agenda. Na me de me say agenda all the way. Na what here na me hu say Hajia Bintu TikTok influencer. Ye ka Hajia Bintu dia onim say satawale kwa de na bonum. Ye ka body okura odani na echi a. Boys be hwe. So now when you say can boys special, just Hajia Bintu say she got the body, she's highly endowed. Obana no ye face just say etenim techi o weni monyam wechi monyam nyina sa wati ase sa pepepe. Na Hajia Bintu wa onim say ekrom hade TikTok influencer ya na oye kakra just say be a brand ambassadorial do be na we je na just say products brands na why advert man no just on so we scan or de ahye no ho. Na dwuma yi bia na odi na just say wa boabo scan no ai no de akoto Jaguar. Hajia, congratulations. Now, just say if influencer you launch a Jaguar, na mafu say, hey, agenda no one started so him the door. Just like this or be and talk and I say or be and sit down. I'm say more linky say sponsor be but media marine kebi. Hajia Bintu be call your Nigeria and check cry or the trend and Nigeria. Just say infoni videos say be told you no so on don jazzy no name Mr. Macaroni. Omo try skate be fine. No buy a man fu chirema and check near who say Hajia Bintu while launch Jaguar. Inti for say wo connect abaye te say bia Nigeria ho de adwuma no kodi wo hono de ska be mankasa na wa onim say adwuma de enim de daw social media ye mo ye short videos ani bi no koye na mu na wanya ska ade aso ni ska wo ho de daw no de akoko release Jaguar ne be hye na ne na afofo ne de wo man fans wo bisa say is your bottles long na me bisa me na me say me answer me a me hwe me bottles ye nya long nti me say Jaguar ne be che kakra. On a more serious note, Hajia Bintu kaya wenye just say pressure the my wo krom ya pressure upon pressure na usene na full man hype that just say Hajia came no tra 7 no cruise na just say car key can say enye o kitchen cabinet and I say Corolla Libio Jaguar keys na just say sister you rolling ya de na mafoche mu Hajia wa bo adwuma won say also obref ne didi na adwuma ho say adwuma wa ye mfi ahini na eno na wonya kanti mu amoye agenda say bi obi na toma no na sponsor bi no dia koje ne fine nini na ye kasa keke kasa wo se eyem frama ayo anabodi sa meto aso dia na che say eye a shaman to the world concert course na watwi ya twemu ya na Stone Boy dance or musician na onim sa afibia che so the crowd na che say fans fo ne ade ne na fufu bia wo industry mu na wa ye concert ifefefe sakasaka park wo chema e wa shama ho na wo di sa adwumi na onim se de bia mafocus sa e concert wo kwa sa na che say ya num etutubotomfu na wode wo hu agem na che say wo phone na che say bia wo kita phone na wo di video na say hwem wo age wig na wo show bia na che say bia won fix wo ti so ene na ehum na okwabra na etu wig duma wo di wo ma na ne pickpocket ni ade che say one down ho so na che say wo koye ho so say bia wo de bia wa ba bog bi na wo be front wo phone bia na say sister egori be di na safi esanso course na police for Ghana police dan pare na boys chirema was a sound crofo ba ko 42 aye one na that work it at say knife ni de manyama na ma just what the jam kwafo ho nyama na wo se wa akere won na just say in some dey be brain nearby but mama ye ngina bone ne so ko a wonim say Stone Boy do bone ho modern ti say sure ni so ye free event ti say kwafo ba ti wonim say ade bia ye papa na ti say kwafo bia wo ye ho nipa bone fu wo do ho agem nti mesrama ye beka akosi say bo mu say say casualties kakra be mu but mama ye mfa enu nti ye say bibia kwakoye basa na mama ye nko performances for the day now showman na nkasa some live band bi oye na say unim say Stone Boy there energy na bim na just man ko so mu na say ja once we enjoy music here bi na eye Empress Gifty Empress 1 body by Mrs. Adoy. Ai, me ameka san ka me nka Empress Gifty assembly because one him say dwabo bi o de beto dwa say mo beka no ho asem but I come in peace Empress unim say me de uni pa ne ya na yeti onum ne yesu estimate ka try when you abotare kakra mayen na Empress ko show you know say Empress they say they am say o gospel musician fan home for a yen wa wo bowi ase mo don ti mu case cry she's living her life okwa no Gracie show no na say open we show no open na leggings bi a say hug anybody no shepan some white top bi na mafechem say asa atare a wo shade here na echichiro do eyi wo shape pepe na mze what do you mean by that Empress when you say shape ni there she loves to flaunt it nti anu no na mafeka say gospel musician atare a wo say again fata na e fine na kosin but unim say Empress there on team mu case here no ye interview bi na auditor dwa so ase nkofo pen ho sem kasa moya no otwe phone no si ni so no no so reply man makaka say okasa bebe so nya sa neti gift twe ma no akasa ni kunu ne maame ene ne sofo ai wonu nipa obu won pa we ase hase etwe be otimi friend wakaso Empress aya insem ni buwa twitwa so ene sa de wo friend na se wo tunufo otie but Empress say na wo wote ho ya wonya orgasm yi onu so nya orgasm yi bi nti mama hu say eyi gospel musicians wo ye adibia brosu bia no also no so nya orgasm no say na gospel musician dey anka orgasm dey be fa he ko fa wo kasem but Empress ma aya hu pese mu rate ni say nyama bi on to me nje nani on to me ba TikTok embe shake body kakra e ma nani nje also no dey sa na ote sa na ye ne brand mu to me nche ni sa asem na akono say onu kwa on te what some can want but on fine asem na Empress gift ya na what you say kofo bebrebo na eche media as I stated and you say bia me motromojo but woman living in life wa no so or no ankasa na she wants to do whatever she wants to woman in God the righteous judge na Councillor Luther I or no so comment say wo Empress no so somebody na say Empress gift the mount a shaman to the world na evangelism no ye o chirema so no kampo anko benyampo anko betua Empress kana say na sorry or the new body aba be evangelism na say we lead praises kakana just atwa kra na mo say oh Councillor no but man for chema Empress no so akase onu akasa okwo ho so kwakoye evangelism so chema sa programs na so say ase wi ase fu wo honom nti that is the right place but a Christopher mu dey say mu ye na atron de bia na mkeka santi mu na mu pese mu kase nje san ko kwa shaman tiro but also ono de she says nothing wrong with it. Veteran broadcaster aye KKD ono so de eye futu akokoma stone boy oche mo se dana wo ye e shaman to the world concert or the nature ye tema general hospital nso onya emergency bia but ochire ma nani gani wo hono ma na wo de ewura bi bai na che se wo che ma kromfo na wo wia ne wo de sekan etwa ne sere ho se na ochire ma wo se che se sister na moja pram no wo se wo hono ma no hu sa branch bi so wo de na to stretch so che se shirt or shirt che se wo se scissors so se ye sekan wo de atwam esa ne se ni bibia wo je feeling sem to so sere wa stone boy and kebeya and shaman to the world concert ni fi sakasaka park because a police phone won nya conversation wo chire ma ye bia sa na eba wo abomodin a wo se one regional command a police phone call say wo megu wo but still na akronfo no KKD say wo se na akronfo na wo a shaman to the world concert no na wo do so sim police phone to sere wo say stone boy ebeya anka yi a shaman to the world concert ni fi a shaman na ka fa ko baby fofo odo na watwe hu foni ni videos bi e course sisters girls bi a wose wo call Knuckles or Black Party na entire na wo share ne kire se sani sister if you odo share call Kwesi Arthur album launch bi na mukasa ho we dey it's in the 3D form na nipples na egu hoyi na che say twin on display na che say see through na me me kwa me hu videos me se femi am say na send the sisters mu chire bia ankasa na videos ibe go abonten me say blogger GH Kweku na posting other people na mafo chire ma wo se wani nje won ko say Ghana baby anya edu ye wo me say wo se obi a live ne bra enye na this kind man kota atare so obi abone bra but we nku ade broso se mo baye bibi sample asa nkete sanka mo de beto out you get what I mean asa nka mo ye ni in secret hono ma but say dey ba to just say girls me to make a party ko yi won ho but mo ho se mo enjoy mo you had fun all right but Ghana fo se mo anu enje ho social media do ani ko kire video si blog si post comment na wo say dey Ghana fo mia bi mo kire bi dodo but mama mfani na nkosan ye bi mo hono ma ye bi ho ye ntesa ye sremara na video yi beto abonti na eja Nsenchoni me friend a lawyer Morris and Powder me didn't do economy so lawyer video ye kosuwa udwe hu se no so some de bia meka sa nkofo yi se what chere won na what sanction won what prosecute won won go tum what them na your example because mo lead good example because nkola nketegeti abate se won hu sa nyama we ya den ti na nka won so bed dresses say indecent exposure ne ade nti lawyer chere ma mre wo krom ha e ma ho kwan so obia be yi hu so be yi hu bia wo dem na wo ditu nansi abonte de wo betumi a kyerew na okaka ho eye interview me ne ye wo GhanaWeb TV no so kyerem se ase Ghana ha se ye mra nya adwuma o se mra ka akọ say ye selective o so be ka ye twa pimpolo se na mo kye no so on ne ba we yi ne hu no twa picture nso so emia bebre wo krom ha se wan address che se ne wan ye nkwa ye words ne kwa pimpolo ye ne na mo nkyerew so nti o se emia group se wo krom ha se women eyi advocacy ne fa hin ne ko se o se mra so se mo kasa na munja isa nhwehwe ni mu ti lawyer ampa so also no nko ade ka no nko ade anka won kire na wo de mo amunhwe video si ni pictures ye course or party ase na mo ankasa mo njaje so their congratulations kese bako pa en koma na tornado odi tornado say na ya muboni din na what your din birthday na yesa hu so wa launch some Mercedes Benz bi na tornado dia betrem so o say a gifts from a year o say CEO of P Mobile Philip Broby and also no the chain na tornado ya chirem o say kan a $30,000 ebi wo man kasa na picture ye hu so de be to honoma wa customizing it tornado one o say they just say we register o de be to abontina yen sister one don violence tina ejewa onu betu just ka no enye ne de paper scratch dem a okosrei begu ne ni masepoto ye asibolanga wa woni masibolanga dedaw efia Schwarzenegger sana tornado friend wo de minim se me de me violence enye me na me friend asibolanga wa wo hwe tornado videos ayo de beto Facebook a na be hu mu terms nipa ba say to asoma me wo ho na che say in bebre party yankasa tornado ye Melbourne organize man no say meet and greet we charge 50 cedis for fans na wobam Melbourne de munchire ma ba betu dwa say sa meet and greet tornado party omo ye wo ne pub bonum o say na won pese wo open free gate na just say man for bibi because sa na na kopo be pu ba ebebegu honom na invited guests who say omo feel safe ne sent na what charge 50 cedis Melbourne kan or sanso kakan who say anka won podi anka 50 cedis dem ma won so pese o chema enye muskenti na wo say what charge for meet and greeting no pese wo mani ye save na to say circles ka krebe ni say nipa bebre nipa domade debi na tornado birthday ya wo ye meet and greeting na ye wo ha na hu say asibolanga efia Schwarzenegger so etwa video abeto wo te say sere kwa chirema party na ye flop
Munye busy amumra me radio where they get for share mukasi e course na Sam George when meet and greet na why am you e why am nipa ko e pa o nipa ko me gba me wawa tornado huni pen o the video be beto won say that is nkofo bebre mba asaye na je say odi tum say wo tornado so ya no tegbe so wo nipa wo cycle na fine ekosin o say wo ni dom nkofo ndom wa wo hwe party ya wo pepre ho koye won so obi anfa na ni so ma won chema ebuwa na ese efia ekotwa video no ahead of some best party events no but video bi abeto abonte ehu say na afofo ahie mu ni ade musicians bi mi hu Frank Nero ni syndicate phone nkai bi aka one squad na wo party na sintu mi nkyere say party na ye flop na watchi ya efia Schwarzenegger ni tornado ntokwa okwide echen unim se tornado aba level allegations be bring against efia Schwarzenegger yawa ake nkansema fa efia Schwarzenegger network so ake nsema fa ho but eno de is too damn means me fa ma no kanseme de me mama na pass na efia obey ya tornado na one say tornado so na no da nti man reply na ba kwa abromanfo adwene nti ase so na tornado se on e fi ahwas nega na why threesome unim threesome say nkofo ebiesa nti minim say nuana oka won ho say your berry mouse or your bia but amanfo chema tornado wu nim pass won e fi ahwas nega no obi aye threesome ade na won ne nya asem ti wonu ba beto abonti wonim say na wo pese ogu no hu fi no so ogu hu fi but me de me ntumi nche wonim say santo ku adi anya na start me say what start santo kwa na won wo me but ogu so na yeso emi nim bebre ye pe violence ne de na press 2 for violence ye gire mu santi say ne da wo twe de ye nim nto kwa ne mu nsem bebe pien ni nyinam da betu ja but abromis nsem ni bua wo tiempo a wo simple ebe fem.
In fact, if you bara Toto bichipo bara kubama Toto.
Na ma mo fa mo news e wo GhanaWeb de munim say ma mo exclusive and kasa eba entertainment news e wo krom ha say ya obi are nto yen number 1 na me ne sister fia ye interview bi Queen Solomon as wording say the new one be about friend Makwe na just say obi nsem chen or car relationship also no de any relationship on fan be to dada say na man for flaunt na just say me boy ni na mu case kakra na mo vacation sister fia so no de what's 7 years you buy in that you want to say or the boy be a trader. What's on your bidda? Or kaka more sansu din chemu betu dra say eye shatawale. Ni jeje video bi am hu say na so o feel na no say enye no kware. When feel na no say enye sa na ete. O say industry wo mo say Kevin boy ne boy shatawale. O say ni nyina anye no kware. O kaka hu say industry mo nje ndi say on you be betumi atwempena nti ni colleagues ni de omo ye out of it na wo tie interview na sanso de ne type of man also no de very more ye presentable there's a dressing ye kama obetumi de we pie just say hey sister if your boy ni on penny as wo dressing en kan 2x4 also on also say also it's brofo one brofo eye de na che say theater bank situation kakra e bo hu koso mpe debi ebeye sade ni de ose debi na wan ka sister fear the new one ababeto adwa eye makọ emafo e de twan won na asa kan ti won ti bia na abomode anu apebete interview no so e wo GhanaWeb obaye website so ko YouTube obenye bia hwe na just fe na wonya eye sister fear details na just say yenja sister fear nsem yi so na de mama yentwa ye ho kakra ye ko ba nsem ni de bebre ma betimu nyina achemti mamu ko bebia mama yentwa ye ho e ba bebesesia. Boni sansoma wakwa ba komo GhanaWeb TV na say when you go so awuhwe na Black Rasta Miami boss Ismail Akwe ne ye interview bi wo the Lowdown na mu nsema Black Rasta dey out to na say open keys violence so say Black Rasta dey oya outspoken nsem ne dey obeka to on fan chain polish no debi he doesn't cut corners obeka straight to the point na interview oya wo the Lowdown no talk about career na just say nsem bi ekoso industry man ni nje hu no so no the type of music oye utie unse abewo mu also ni colleague bia obi ni Ghana ha senwum tuni o de ne ho betoto eye on Black Rasta they be also don hu ni seso krawo krom hada sana Black Rasta say na okay kan o kire mo also no say celebrities bo na say bia mu wo ske bi na mo front so me I guess money pass your father wow ni chata one don and ayo tasa akasa ansem also no de chata wale su bembi wo ho mpe obo chata wale din wo interview no say ono de Shata who na who says who drum who fans and SM family mu ye be ne wo ho but on who so de nani on fa nani we hu say wo ye mpuntu dwuma bi de mfaso bi abra wo fans da de bia na ne wo ba be front wo jewels so say wo fans ni padoma e follow wo get onim sa get ofo sa go che na ya wo front wo e bi nda won kom Black Rasta kan ya aka so no de say any fans wo so the ten any fans you ono de on fa eye go che na empempem ahia na $1,000 so say ahia ntu no komuda ono de obeche ni bees na ne African we no say Black Rasta de bia no aboni duku op African print na de say or highlight eyi Ghana nkasa na wo de pemode na tie enya eye interview the Lowdown na de wutie ma muso or two be my kufado current stage cheddar crow chemo say cheddar sa eyim lions now so cry won't feed to buy na fe de wo one more what to 2 once no say one yard o say mo ade say onu say ntumi hwe onu say wo ye wilder anka kwa wild safari honum na kohwe mo an say bia o helicopter bi mu ananka wo hwe say na lions wo gugu ho na wata mo aba wo fi na o say wetutu won were wasan so wetutu won se dia o say wan ade na interview no dia just say e violence ankasa bomodia na pebitie na tie black rasta na no disem ayo na say to aso dia na wotwea na ye Afro Nation what day ye release be beto abonten ye artist list we say we were friend face 1 na che say Ghana funyum tofo ka ho unum say Afro Nation de we ye okrom ha say Ghana edition no na flyer beto abonten na che say wo hwema wo say headline artist Davido ni P Square na what day Stonebwoy very special guest na ina Shatawale ko no say yan say nambing Stonebwoy who person dey need to flyer so and as person dey need to say artists who are billing some be perform here na also very special guest e woni krom ha say event Ghana ha say na nkaka very special guest aka mfa Davido and say P Square na wo dey bushie Samsung farehwe na say ase ojabe kakra such a person chirem kosi say anko yo no panel man is a very special guest we na anko remfa but wa wonim say yen shata ide te say bibia dan December betuja na list here face 1 artist list ni yetwe Ghana fonim to fe wo mu ye Jackie wo mu Black Sheriff wo mu Kamido wo mu Kwame Eugene Kidi nsu wo mu Nigerian artist mo so wonya wa wo hwe list here wo honoma wonso wondi wo mu na what there has been a very big win for Stonebwoy Ashaman to the world concert wa ko yewie Afro Nation abonidin so be perform na Afrochella ye wo krom ha sei no on the Burna Boy Odogo and on wa bo wondin se o mo be headline artist na sem ni de ni je sempa mu se e ko bre bim nation for mu share ni ade no chema safi 2022 de Stonebwoy o be cash out and kasa na say ye koyi ni ma say Chatawale je say ontumi get over Michi e wo ma na ta wakwa na asem bi na o ye like na say Michi a respond ni ade na Michi ode ni twa ya Ashaman to the world na since that program be koso kwampo na Chatawale aka chenkofu so mumu de na mko support Stonebwoy na ni baby mama on majesty no say Michi ni Shatta mu wo ba boy fefefe na je say wo twimp na keku Chatawale on stage propose to Michi wo say Ghana men don't propose but Chatawale de one done Mr. Chairman, so you're very romantic. But me akasa on the main yard, you there. You bought for your pockets inside. Now, Michi call you in a picture be better to Jana. Say Chatawale reacted to it. No say Michi, where the bomadi and I ain't trying to back. Now where dear, Mary nkasa me de bibi ma we de asia no we de metua scan kasa sika pudo na meka egu nsem na fochema na che se nyom na woni na twetwa na che se wutua ni kind se na wo kan na che se wo se kind na se ne wo de bibi sia na fo scan eye ne enwan bia na eye yidi na se eye yide but odi posi beto abonti na Michi se hwe Chatawale wasanso aka hu biem de bia ya wan no pan ene obema scan say o twa bill kakra mawa na fe de asa wagide no se na wo wa bedu asa I'll pay you in cash no Michi se na wo su banti no se so nya ye so twa bill ma ka se bia ma akọ garage ma akọ hu Benz bi nti chata ma misika na me nkotọ so na wo se wo ska bebre e bia ma ehu dan bi ma misika na me nkọ haya na me nkotọ na we gwan na so ba social media wano papa Michi say Chatawale ye travel mawa unchia so on me buy adwen say na watchi de Chatawale one don okeka ne ho ankasa from year nsem ya odi betutu dwa Afro Nation Ashaman to the world ye wo ha na ehu say wakọ odi post bi to Instagram chemo so obekọ live na wa kire yense na ye facial they say Chatawale facial de anka fa ho ben ye wo ha ne Chatawale atwe camera sini so Instagram live na wo washroom na odi tawo aboni mu na tese ne kokoso je se we ye to na odi tawo ye bi asan so achichiri nja ase wa agba abotiri na watch camera sini so na ase ehunze na egori sa ni jokes nyama na oye no na liquid soap bi esini chan ase orange color o hwe kakra gu ni nsem na o chema o se muse ne ho ye fe ni skin to so te sa ma bro ni dibi so be so o kire yen se ni ayo oye ma ni skin ko so na te say hand soap bi hand washing e yi no we hwe gu ni nsem na je so o de ne safefa no o de starting ni nim o so chema se ni skin ko ka se ni skin ye fe ase o bro ni kokko na say Shatta Now what the comment section as enkofu bebre ba be stress on ade but ebinu wo hono ma won say we reading meanings into things as ye be won say we dey trust social media users bo be say wo hwemo say wo kire ma mo na mo say mo kire ma shata wala say wa phone bi ase ni ase bia na wa twetwe bi mu kakra na me say wa twetwe dey mu no o say ase bia you know why high kakra o say wo jaaje from nani na but wa dey wa wo hwe nani ya wo hwa na wa high na ase mo say kasa keke na mafuche mo say shatawale wo hia mo kakanka be ase na ka wa kolo kakra na aka maintain sa but mafuche ma shatawale akoye say o comedian kwasa asre sem na wo hia na say nyom kwa na oyo e ba asre sem a wo say nkwado be ma shatawale o say wo ye A1 say my yama na broso. Now what you mean nam TikTok on a me video be a watching my yes in training politician or some so ye farmer. Don't do me watching my was a way. Sabio was a waka baby or nya accident no fame. We am say, hey, now send be near good ben was a Ghana we play to my better rap. Moya mane broso or would this so be a wow in pefe so yes, I de ekadeng. Na me say some blogs be so they carried it. Now do melo na kasa din and this my better also pamocho. One na kasa we video ni news na kwa abontin se we so no onwu ye. Wonka we wan call or 20 texts and to catch him say on wuye just say mutesa news na mum fani na mum fana sem mum bon tugu na what here Ghana ni politician I on one dano for All People's Congress APC Hassan Ayariga odi 50 years na party chenche party kesi bi otoma no hodi ene se woni ense o kache na on na yere eyi Anita Ayariga ne just say no one ma so one ma hu ye fe pound oh gosh family na kasa won ho ye fe na won say ne yiri yankasa oh ubedi adanse na party yase despite the kopie ho yankasa IGP dan parmi hunu ho fe more party say etitru na de wani kopie party ase na party nye party ketwa na wa hu say vendors wo employ one service for party na say men's cooking it say top ones na wo ho bi na say enije ni ade na say ase uni sky you but yakopon boa na wenya 50 years and that femo e say wuje wani e say to me to party ma say adofo be hia na say yeto yen say didi ni ade na say party asia no sanso launch some car be say Cadillac na say scanner oil spend say kana nye paketwa o kwa makofo ska mana moka say yen ho ache na David enkofo abobra nti say na moka say ho kira bakrom this is the time omo enjoy mo nti wa wo ye youth awo ho me de me hye nkran say adwumadi bi na be ya bomadi ana yo na ochi answer na me sorry so no mama me fa sister Deborah Sister Debbie so friend the African man me don't say sister de ho ye fe na nkasa hey nipa na wo sa wo fe gware na nkasa wo hu ni kala wo hu no physical say da wan nkasa obeti ase ne ho ye fa nkasa na Debbie de abetu just so no odi 38 years of course recently or two party say adofo ko hia ni ade ne boyfriend David na ono so party ase Sister Debbie so no de we ase obey say wan woda say wan ware da krampa still ni beje o say na eni je ncha ware mu say na mia bi wo ho ma eni je sha ware mu na say bia mutumi ma mo ho pressure mo ma mo ho kwan na society bia na fu bi na ebusa fo ma mo ho say da be na be ware e na ma bonu ware ye e na wa wo hwe mu ware ye ye na ware yo wanyi yo so no the sa pressure ne de mutumi ma na sa pressure because onu aka say living life into also no de say wan ware mpo a enya ne ya so so ka so say aware e ma $5 million ana $5 million ade bia mo ye say obitumi ko boni degree obitumi ye PhD ade be twema no de aware nya ne eyi ultimate abeka say wan ware ana say wan obada ne ninja so no de she's living her life now what she did oh my gosh our bronu sansam ne na ete theater bank situation ni bi me de mu twemu nyina ma shatawale ni Instagram live yo koye ne saja bi oja bi stone boy ne nsem ode tu mechi anim so ombra na won twanuma meeting so a kire ma o say shata ya no so wuskasem wuchia enkwanim se na mranti biskasem kwanim but minim se no kwara na watwide won se ne doso eye tornado efi ashes ne gan mesbo won beef ya wokwete se won agu won anim asepoto ne nyina me de brew Hajia Bintu oh my gosh Bintu akoje ne Jaguar emun nsem ne ade won se ma we cheche ma mu se sister ne de oye adwuma kasa oye adwuma nti she deserves eye ne Jaguar ya wonyi na watwe se ne wonim se ne adwuma me afa me hu ma fa to me hu se me de ba be kire mu me same crampo me many di echi social media ho me gina ho eye GhanaWeb nso me wo honom ti say wo pe eye exclusive news bi videos interviews bia na bomode ana de wani a kire ho na je say nya supply wo nyina da sene amabroni me den komo atwegu entertainment industry just beef and nsem bia wonten ho ase din na ba besom me dem ase pa ase mo hwe makramo